All right, we're going to try this one more time. It is now going to YouTube. The first time it didn't, so for 4 minutes it didn't go nowhere. I don't know why, but very good. Looks like it's working now. So, welcome you guys. This is the second attempt. Just because it didn't want to do it the first time. So, here we go. We are live. Yay. It is a Sunday night, so you can come on and join us here. Have fun. And I'll fill you in a little bit about what we did today, Sunday. And it is going through this time, thankfully. So, I got to game with my son Joshua today. He's coming down to the coffee shop now, last 2 weekends. Think he's going to start showing up regularly on Sunday to game with us. That's a hell of a thing, you know, when you're a parent and, you know, you want to game. Well, hello, Hell Child. How are you? How are you, sir? I am just starting. I tried for about 4 minutes, sir, but then I don't know, it didn't go through to YouTube. So now it is. So I'm glad you're here, man. So we did some old school Gale Force 9 tanks. You know, the World War II tanks before World of Tanks. You had Gale Force 9's tanks, and then you had Modern Age. And then they acquired the license, and they did World of Tanks. So that's it. We got that, too. But we just basically, I let my son Josh and Keegan kind of just throw it down. Keegan won. But Josh fought pretty good. So, and Joshua had a good time. He used to game it all the time. So, all right, Hell Child, I'm glad you're doing good, man. Because you wouldn't want to be doing bad. Doing bad shit sucks. But yeah, it was a pretty good chance to get out and get things done and game a little, have some coffee. And I mean, you got to have someone to game with. If you don't have anyone to game with you that likes miniatures in a family, you don't have nobody, or you got to do it yourself, that sucks. So it's just funner to have a group, you know? And so we had a little bit of fun today. And then we've got a little bit of an itinerary that we've got going on for next month. And we're going to be throwing down some Skyrim, Call to Arms. If you guys like Elder Scrolls or Skyrim, you know, video game, then the tabletop miniature version, as you've heard me rant about it before, is how good it is. Modifius did one hell of a job with it. Really well. So Modifius is, you know, they kick some butt on their stuff. So it's gonna be a good thing. The game translates to the tabletop. And I know Clint's wanting to do some Fallout RPG. He's got the book. You know how those books go. They run about $40-50. But everything that's in the Fallout world, we could do on the table too. Plus, in the back over here, I don't think you can see it, is a big Fallout box. So I even got the little alien guy. I've had that since it came out, plus a couple of the factions. So Fallout's translates to the tabletop quite well with its own integrated AI that's in it. So it's a pretty good deal, especially if you're by yourself. You can play against yourself, and you can't cheat the way it's set up. So it's a better way to get through a cold day, you know, is to go to a coffee shop like we did and game. And the coffee shop likes us there. Of course, you know, we buy drinks and whatnot, but it's nice to be able to use the room and to just game, you know. But if any of you, well, when you show up, you guys know the drill. Hell Child, I don't know if you know, but you can more than welcome to come on too if you want. I'll put the link in the chat if that's what you want to do. But pretty much any of you guys can join so we can hang out and say hi. And that's what Sundays are about. So it's been a Sunday for sure, man. A good Sunday. Hopefully your guys' Sundays were good. Now I have things to do too with, I took the Gamers with Coffee actual website that we have down, and I'm going to rebuild it and use a WordPress system, I think, and redo that, because I had one for a while, but it looked okay. But I want to redo the website, so I'm pretty familiar with building them. So, oh yeah, it's all right, Hello Child. If you're driving, it's all good, man. Hello, Mini Warmut. It's glad to see you back. You got fed earlier, I see, huh? That's good. Because where we were at, there were no donuts. It's an actual coffee shop that doesn't sell any donuts, man. They sell like sandwiches and stuff like that, but they don't sell donuts. And a lot of stuff that, yeah, they just don't sell donuts. Otherwise, Clint would be all about them chocolate donuts, man. So, but yeah, it was a pretty good Sunday. And we're kind of lucky to have a coffee shop that basically for our group, they've just reserved it every Sunday for us from like noon to 2. So we know we'll be able to use the conference room every week for as long out as we want to. So that's kind of nice too. Kind of nice. And Mini Warmont, we'll have to. You wanted me to set up a game. I'm gonna have to try, man. It's been a busy week. I have granddaughters' birthdays, and my son's had a baby shower and a baby shower now. I'll be honest with you. I mean, guys don't usually go. They invite all the guys, so it was quite different, I guess. And yeah, that was an interesting thing. But I was able to tune into Frost and Fist while I was loading presents into my van in below zero weather, because, damn it, I'm dedicated to their channel too. So, hey, Mini Warmut, if you're painting eyes, dude, doesn't that burn? How do you do that without blinking? Oh, you're talking about the figure's eyes. Okay, so I watch you eat the paintbrush once in a while, but you're not supposed to put paint in your eyes, man. We can't recommend you do that on this channel, And just because it says wash on the bottle, it doesn't mean eye wash, okay? It doesn't mean eye wash. That means something else. Anyways, people, I take it you're painting your historical miniatures, so it's okay, Mini Warmut. At some point, I would like to do something with the Roman era also. I just thought it'd be kind of cool. Not listening. Okay, don't listen. Don't listen to me. That's okay. You don't have to. I thought Clint was going to get on here too, but I don't know where he's at. He's probably getting dinner or something. Who knows with Clint? That or he's having it served to him. Yeah. But in the game there, Mini Warmut, Keegan ended up winning earlier today. So, but my son had fun, so it looks like he'll be back again to do more. And it's been fun to try to do that, And I don't know, man. It's nice to see the kid back into it. He was into it for a while and then kind of got out of tabletop gaming. Now he's getting in. He really loves his Elder Scrolls stuff. So that's good too. We'll have to live stream that. It's just that's a lot more to the game, but it's good. It translates the game very well from the video game to the table. So, but that's okay. Paint your eyes, sir. Paint your eyes, if that's all you can do. And then we played Aeronautica Imperialis the other day. That's a good game. I wouldn't mind picking up the Eldar faction. The Eldar faction would be something that would interest Joshua. And it comes with the Space Marines, which people like to pick on me about. But, it's the first faction I got introduced to, so I just kind of stick with them. Even if they're, quote, poster boys. That's okay. At least they're painted blue. So it's all good, man. At least it looks like it's going through now. I don't know what's up with this service. Every once in a while, it just hits a little snag or doesn't want to do what I tell it to do, So that's okay too. Sometimes I don't want to do what I tell myself to do either. But behind me is some boxes of the Gale Force 9 tanks, and I've got to get them out. I got to get them touched up a little bit. There's still missions we have shrink wrapped that we bought that we opened but only played like one mission. So there's quite a bit of gaming to do left with just those. And yeah. Wow, man. Everybody must be busy today, huh? Well, that's okay. Some Sundays are slow, some Sundays are busy, man. But I'll see if I don't know if any of the others are um, getting on or not. So many more, Mutt. When you're done, fill us in on what you're painting. Exactly. But don't stop if you're trying to do eyes. All joking aside, those are difficult at best to paint. You know what? I don't know where Brian is. Usually he hops on to say hi, but he might have just forgot. You know, I don't know. That's okay though. Huh? It's a good point though. So, like I said, I don't know if Clint's going to be here or not. Oh, you're doing the Survivor, Claudia. Oh, nice. Okay. There's a. So, did you see it? I mean, you can answer later, mini warm up, but I just seen what was it? I want to say yesterday, like a Kickstarter for Zombicide, but Marvel. It's all Marvel characters. If anybody likes, Captain America and stuff like that, which I think the other Brian would probably go nuts over. Apparently, it's a big set, and it's going to have Marvel characters. So, well, hey Keegan, you decided to join us! Yay! Welcome, Keegan. Um, what's up, homies? Well, homie Mini Warmud is painting eyes on a figure, so you gotta let him be because that's hard to do. What are you up to, Keegan? Last I know, you were playing tanks. Oh, thanks, Keegan. Supper is venison, chili, and cornbread. I am so effing there when this is over. I will be there. I will be there. I will be there. So count me in. Oh, wow. So, damn, Mini Warmot, you're getting a lot done. Holy cow. You did that and a couple of Spartans, huh? All right. So, whoops, where'd that come from? All right, so Keegan, you took the kids out on a crawl. When you're walking the kids, tell them to stand upright. It's gonna look funny you walking down the street and you got three kids on their hands and knees crawling. Have them stand up, man. That'll help them out, and it won't look so funny. So then, mini warm up these zombicide like Miss Trish and Nikki and stuff. Are these like bigger collectible kind of minis, or are they the same size minis for the game that you can just toss into the game? Because some things, it's just a matter of what was I gonna say? I mean, some of them don't go in. So Keegan, You got that joke. Right on. Nice. So mini warm-up's got a lot more stuff. Really, I guess for me, paint-wise, other than doing this Huey one, because I started building them and then I had to stop. It's been too much craziness the last few days, but they're almost done. So other than painting them, I think what I'll do is put the rest of I get the Team Yankee American set that's sitting in the starter set because Ashley took the T80s out. That's what she needed for her Russian force, and I just kept the American box. So with that said, um, I should put those together and get them painted. But I really don't have anywhere to put them, so I'm kind of just waiting. I need to get another case or something. Oh, okay. So they're individuals. So are they like they have extra abilities or attributes that the normal ones wouldn't have? Like, do you want to buy one figure over another? Is one better than the other? And if they're individuals, that's kind of cool that you can individually add them. I don't know. Can you game with them as a group? I don't know. I'm not sure about that. But if you can add them, and it's people from, did you say the Big Bang Theory? Yeah. So that would be cool. That'd be really cool to have those and get them painted up. And Keegan, yeah, I keep looking at the venison chili thing, man. So I'll have to go with that for sure. So, all right, the survivors have different level skills. You can add them to any of the. Oh, so they're playable in any of the Zombicide games. That's cool. All right. Um, yeah. So, all right, Crystal. Well, I love you, but that's unfair. Damn it. But that's okay. When I'm done here, I will go make myself throw up so that I have got plenty of room for that chili. Oh, okay. Now, Sin City was an interesting movie. Um, oh, come on, daughter. It's been in the crock pot all afternoon. Okay. All right. Fair enough. Well, Mini Mormon, at least they love me and they want me to eat. I don't know about Keegan. I'll probably have to fight him. We'll have to see. But for chili, you know, oh boy, it has been a day, you guys. Ooh, I hate working Sundays. I hate having to get up at 4 in the morning just to work because then I get off of work, I got to run, get done with what I'm doing, and get over and try to do the coffee shop thing. Finish that up. That always takes an hour to 2 hours, and then come back here and I have about an hour to get things together and get the dog walk before I hop on. So, um, I'll disagree with you, Keegan. Not all work is boring. There's some jobs I've actually liked. Ugh, pardon me. Some jobs I've actually liked, and some they are what they are. But, painting is fun. So if you get a chance to paint up, paint away, it's much better that way. All right. And if Crystal says it's been cooking all along, that's painting is not a drag, Keegan. Come on. Oh, yeah? She told you to get the Marvel United game? So you had to buy other stuff? For sure. You know what, Minnie Warmut? If they tell you you got to go buy some, then you have to, you have to do what they ask. Now, sometimes you need extra, like you're saying, because you need things to go with it. You know what I mean? So, yeah. And it's a cool and easy game, huh, Minnie Warmut? Keegan, you want to play Crisis Protocol? Um, you'll have to let us know how that goes. We already got enough, but give that a shot. Did you see, Keegan, where they're doing a miniatures game of Farming Simulator? It comes with just one tractor, and the directions are simple. You just grab the tractor and you move it like this, back and forth on a table until you fall asleep. Then that's it. Then that's when the game ends. There's no dice or anything, I don't think. Star Wars miniatures accidentally hopped into your cart? Oh, you got to watch them, Mini Wormut. They're sneaky. Sometimes they find their way in. It's kind of like my Star Wars coffee cup that just kind of found its way in. Well, my kids bought it for me. So, now I use it wherever. But hey, if they hopped in, it's not your fault. Keegan, you were laughing about something? Were you laughing about my description of Farming Simulator? I thought that was funny myself. But, and so Mini Warmut, you said on Amazon the box is $84. Now, that's fairly cheap for any miniatures box, I guess. But when you say it's a still, what is it normally? Is it normally like $100 box or $150 box? I mean, I don't know. But $84 is not bad for any kind of miniatures box set. I mean, considering, look, I bought Indominus and that was like $207. So, yeah, just curious. And there you go, Keegan. So, Lord. Oh, it usually runs. Oh, wow. That's a big difference. $85 to up to 115. That's significant savings there, man. If you can save, hell yeah. It's all about saving some money. May as well. May as well. Buy it, Keegan. There you go, Keegan. Get yourself some Zombicide. Or, well, Keegan also has to get himself a box set of Necron planes that we just found out today. Even though they're, quote, released, you got to get them through Forge World. So, Forge World is sometimes a bit pricey. I think Clint said it was $45 for two planes. Oh, man. I'm telling you. Well, hello, Colette. How are you? We're glad you made it. Colette's here, you guys. She made it. She found her way. Welcome back, Colette. You know if Brian and Mel are going to hop in and say hi, or I don't know. All right, Keegan. Hold on just a second there. All right, here you go. I'll put it in the chat for you. All right, everybody, you're being warned. Keegan's going to want to come on. Right now, as my disclaimer, I'm not responsible for what he may or may not say. It's Keegan. And that's all I can say. Mini Warmut, get your virtual dollars out. Maybe Keegan will dance. Maybe he won't. Just never know. Come on, Keegan. All right, Mini Warmut. So, fistful after the Chiefs game, huh? All righty. I think that's Keegan. Hold on. Sup, man?
Not a whole lot yourself.
Not too bad. That's a shiny background you got there.
I know. It's fancy.
It's fancy.
Yeah, it's just a blanket.
Mini Warmut's the fancy one. He's painting miniatures. Then he's going to watch a football game.
What football game? I wouldn't watch football.
Yeah, but we need one of those.
Important thing to do.
What they call them a TV or something. I don't know. Something like that.
What's a TV?
I'm not sure. Some kind of boxy looking thing with images that move. Yeah, don't look at me like that. I haven't seen one. He said something about a 75-inch TV in his room. I'm like, why? But movie theater style.
Ready?
Yeah.
Not sure what movies he's watching in his room.
No, we can't probably discuss that on this show.
Debatable.
It's debatable. You never know. You never know. There we go, Keegan. I resized this.
Now I'm not so zoomed in anymore. There we go.
Yeah. Okay, Mini Warmut, you're thinking of recording a game that you do with the fistful, that I'd say go for it. Well, because you got enough people that are going to like it anyway, so we'll watch it. So record it so we can see what you're talking about.
Now you can't just take a fistful of bullets and throw it at somebody. That's not the same thing. It's lead, but not the same thing. What about a fistful of pencils? They got lead in them. Take a fistful of pencils and throw it at somebody? That's a fistful of lead.
You could. You could do that.
Might get lead poisoning.
I would record the game there, Mini Warmut. Go ahead and do it. Because people will watch it. It'll get watched. Plus, I've kind of glanced through the rules, but I have not had a chance to even play them. The problem is, it's like the Pulp Alley core rules that Taylor sent me. I've looked through it and kind of, just kind of glanced through it a bit. It's right here by my desk a little bit at a time, but I have not had a chance to actually play a game with it. So, like today we gamed, but it was, at the coffee shop. It was something different. And hey, hello, G, how are you? Hypersapien is here. Welcome aboard. Mini Warmut's here.
Is the name of that flight game we were talking about?
What was the name of what game?
The flight game, the Warhammer flight game we were...
Aeronautica Imperialis.
Yeah. Well, I'm on Forge World, and I am not seeing... There we go.
All right.
Holy crap. So I pulled up the Aeronauticas. Yeah, the Necron ones are $47 a box.
Well, hello, Siren. Primal Carnage Gaming. Nice name. Nice name. Keegan, you were going to get a gamer's tag. Was it Farming Simulator Hero or something like that?
No. The Farming Stud, duh.
Farm Stud. Well, do you know how... Never mind. I can't say it. And it's a good thing the other Brian...
It's not horrible, I know.
I mean, you just opened the barn door on that one, man. That's We won't go down that road though. We just won't. Oh, you're
Okay. So
welcome, Siren. Otherwise known as
there's
Amanda.
2 different boxes for Necrons.
Amanda, there's another lady in here that games. Her name is Colette. And she's a fierce gamer also. You should say hi. And so what were you saying, Keegan?
There's 2 different boxes for the Necrons, and the one is already out of stock. The
That's what
Necron's
Clint
Night
was saying.
Shroud Squadron, which looks like a bomber, or maybe it's a fighter.
Well, but if you're going to pick one up, you'll have to do it before they get completely run out.
Well, this one's already temporarily out of stock. And it kind of sucks that I can't just order these to where I just get them when they get back into stock.
You haven't done much, huh, Siren? Well, that's all right. Just do what you can when you can. I mean, that is all you can do. We're here today to help Keegan overcome his addiction to Farming Simulator. Do you guys know the next game he was eyeing? Don't laugh at me, Wormwood. I know you're painting. But it was Lawnmower Simulator. And that's bad. And that's a real thing.
Yeah, it is. Isn't that the bad part?
Hypersapien says, gamer ladies. Oh, yeah. So Hypersapien in our Gamers of Coffee group, we got about 1,500 of them, and people in the gaming group on the Facebook group. More than half of them are women in there. Literally, there's like 700, almost 800 of the members are female. Overwhelmingly, they like coffee and they'll game.
Yeah, Primal. I did hear that Xbox or that Activision is bought by Microsoft. I never heard anything about them making Call of Duty only for Xbox. I think that'd be about the dumbest move ever on their part. They would hurt themselves tremendously, I think, by doing that.
They are buying everything lately. I'll agree with you. I mean, you see, if it was me, I'd want the game to be cross-platform. Trying to make it console only, console specific, it doesn't help gamers.
No, and you're gonna hurt yourself that way.
Well, sales for Sony might be going down, but that's because already a ton of them have been sold. So you can only saturate the market. Then just like Xbox, the sales go down too. Once you hit that peak, you hit that wall, they all taper off. But I know the PS5, the demand for that is pretty insane. Yes, I agree with you, Hypersapien. If it was not just on Xbox, they'd have more money because all in all, their main money comes from all the DLC stuff on those games. I know, I've been gaming since Pong, and since back when tablets we used to hammer and chisel with, before they had a touch screen. So you know what I mean? It's they're just going to make more money, the DLC stuff, because there's people that buy the skins for stuff and all the trinkets and all that. I mean, they'll dump $20 on. Yeah, but you know what it is, Keegan? You'll spend $20 on a kit to fancy up your character. It's not even a real product. It's digital. Like, you can't do anything with it in the real world, but people will drop it. They would make a ton more money.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a mixture right now, Hypersapien, about the new Halo.
So, the new Halo? Oh, I didn't see her comment about that.
That's fine. So Call of Duty is broken, even though that's the last update. I don't know about whether or not it's broken. I mean, heck, me and the boys, we only play zombies. Is all we play.
Yeah, Sapien, you're playing Halo too. Yep. My son Josh is in on Halo there, and so it's one of those things where, I mean, Halo though, when it first came out, I sat down with this game with. I've been following it all along. I enjoy the game. I
Yeah,
do. I do. I do.
this new one, it's a love hate with it. Have you played it yet, Greg?
A little bit of Josh's house. Yeah.
Yeah, it's a love hate. I like it because it's different, but at the same time, it's kind of um I don't want to say Warzone like, but it's kind of I don't know how to put it. But it's different. It's nice that you can go, okay, I'm gonna go here and go back to base, pick what weapons you want to take after scouting it, and then
Yeah.
go in and
Yeah. It's set differently there for sure.
so
Um,
it's kind of nice in that aspect that you can go in whatever, especially once you unlock the what the hell is the plane called that they have in there? Yeah.
so yeah, I'm glad you're liking Hyper Sapien. And what did you spend, Siren? $600?
Oh my god, on skins.
Oh, that's okay. That's what I'm saying. They would make it just a killing if they
Heck, I
if
know
they
a guy
would
who spent
just
more than that on Prime Citizen, or the heck is that game called? Yeah, Prime Citizen.
yeah.
Oh my gosh, Pitfall for the Atari. Oh my
Yes.
gosh, Pitfall was such a pain in the rear.
No, it's not.
It is when you suck at it.
Well, that's because you suck at it. If you didn't suck at it, it wouldn't be a pain, would it?
I would figure someone who is the group leader of our group wouldn't say
Yeah.
someone sucks at it. Wow,
Don't
way to
don't
completely
talk
bash me and
badly.
say I
Don't
suck at
talk
it.
badly about Clint. I'm just going to nominate him for a second or two. Yeah. Actually, speaking of the Atari, I have the Atari 2600. I have a box full of games. It works. I fired it up last year. I should just take it out and hook it up and just live stream some Atari games one night.
Oh my gosh, that'd be
Just sit
cool.
back and do some good old Atari games. Yep. They were crappy graphics, but some of them were fun and took skill. Uh, there you are. You having fun with that?
Freaking bright.
Defender. Yeah, Mini Wormut says Defender. That would be good. Play some Missile Command, some Space Invaders. I mean, I got a box of cartridges for those. I still got my Atari Jaguar and a Nintendo 64. I still think the Sega Genesis is back there too.
We should dig the N64 out.
Yeah,
And fire it up with just the Mario Kart.
Yeah, do some Mario Kart. That'd be fun. That and GoldenEye 007. Watch out, Keegan. There's somebody behind you. I see a shadow.
What?
There's a shadow behind you. There's a ghost or something there.
There's nobody behind me.
I don't know. There's something there.
There's no one there. It's just a curtain. See, it's just a curtain. There's no one there.
Oh, okay. Okay. You could have been semi-professional, put up a green one, and just said, "That's my green screen." Yeah. Yeah. Next time, we'll get an interesting, different blanket. Punch the curtain right now, he says. He'd probably smack Crystal.
No.
Oh, just missed.
You come say hi. Come say hi. Come say hi.
Tell her Amanda's on here.
I know. I won't. Here, hold on.
Siren.
Hold on. I'm going to switch the sound.
Very important one.
Primal Carnage Gaming. You should take the link and come on here and say hi. So the Hyper Sapien can see that there are women here. I don't know where Mel is and Brian. Normally they're on. Colette's here somewhere still, I hope. I think.
Why am I not getting... Oh, it's not... Now it's not freaking... husband was right.
Oh, okay. Primal Carnage Gaming can't come on because of a sinus infection. That just means you might sound funny.
What?
This is what Amanda says, Crystal.
Well, she needs to come hang out. I keep telling her.
I mean, she's right down the road, literally.
She's not anymore.
Oh, she's not right down the road?
No, I think. Minnie Warmut says, hello, Crystal.
Hi.
He's a good guy. Sometimes he just talks trash. Terrain. Yeah. And what? We're not going to fight over Crystal. And you're wrong, Primal Carnage. She's my daughter, so she was mine first.
If you guys want to fight over her, I tell you what, I'll start taking bets now. I take a 20% call at the top. You guys can have, highest better.
Well, I will be there, Crystal, for the venison chili for sure and cornbread.
Good.
Yeah, he keeps getting distracted by that, I think.
I know. I'm sorry.
Huh? It's an addiction. It goes with iced coffee and other things. So sorry. See, Hypersapien, now you know why Minnie Wormut takes something to calm his nerves before he comes on this show, because he doesn't really know where we're going. We might talk about 40K, then we might talk about Fistful of Lead, then it might be Mario Kart, then it's chili.
Chili's good.
Crystal, you missed it. I made it funny.
Oh yeah? What'd you do?
Yeah, I said told Keegan, I said, did you see the new farming simulator miniatures game? You buy it and it comes with one little tractor and you put it on the table and you just move it back and forth until you fall asleep. There's no dice, there's no cards, there's no hit points.
I've never played it 10 hours in a day.
You made 10 hours of accomplishment. No, you did that. You got I don't know how you did 10 hours of farming simulator, Keegan, unless you fell asleep with the controller. I don't know.
That's believable.
Well, when you put it on autopilot and then you got nothing else to do and then you fall asleep.
Are you downloading Lawnmower Simulator next?
No, Crystal. No, you can't do that.
Now that you mentioned it.
Let's not.
Lawnmower Simulator, I mean, it's a game, but really, people, it's a lawnmower. And I know, Keegan, there'll be a way to upgrade it where you got bigger tires and whip antennas and, I don't know, somebody driving it with an orange helmet. It'd be Keegan.
Paint it orange and put 01 on the side.
An 01. Make it a General Lee lawnmower. Just the good old boys mowing their lawn.
It's generally a lawnmower. Sometimes it's a mud truck, but it's generally a lawnmower.
General Lee. That was punny. You're catching on, Keegan. You're catching on.
No, I've just been around you way too long.
Aren't you proud of him, Crystal? He's beginning to learn.
He's getting there.
Yeah. Next thing we'll show him is how to use silverware and stuff like that.
Oh no, finger their best. Just scoop out that chili handful at a time and just shove it in my mouth.
You can be like the 2-year-olds at my daycare and just lick your plate.
Damn
like
right.
a dog.
Damn right. They got the right idea. They'll say you ain't gotta watch over or do that way.
And just lick the syrup off the plate.
Crystal.
What?
Crystal. Are you sharing the earbuds with him?
Yeah.
Okay, if you don't wash them, you could get hearing aids. Sterilize them.
Because then I could just take them out and not listen to the kids fighting.
Even Minnie Wormut's like lawnmowing game.
They don't fight.
Yes, I seen that, Minnie Wormut. It is an actual lawnmower going back and forth and you're cutting grass. I guess you could do the historical version because you could get the 1930s push lawnmower. So I guess
we have that upstairs
yeah,
outside.
We have one.
Yeah, we have one.
Yeah, but yours has newer blades, right? But you do got a push lawnmower.
No, I gotta sharpen those blades up. It's peaceful gaming.
It's peaceful gaming, huh?
Yeah, tell your gaming neighbor mows his lawn shorter than yours.
So we have Primal Carnage, a terrifying name, talking about peaceful gaming.
Yeah.
Makes sense.
An ox and a plow? Sure, mini wormut. But how do you upgrade those? How do you upgrade the ox? What do you do?
2 ox.
Oh, so you let one rest? Is the other an ox work?
No.
Yeah, it is.
It's optional whether or not you use the other one. What, you want up here too? No, you just want to come find everybody?
What are you trying to do? Show off the dog?
No,
Is that Nala or is that Aaron?
it was Remy.
Here,
but
Come here,
Aaron's
come here.
No, we can't put him on
Grandpa,
there.
say
You
hi.
see? Hello. Ooh. Aaron, I'm trapped. I'm trapped. I can't get out. Let me out.
Is Grandpa trapped in the computer?
Ah.
Yeah. Now Aaron doesn't know what to do.
Mini Wormut says the game begins that way, but you progress the Honda lawnmowers as the lawnmowers evolve. Oh,
So wait, hold on. Do you eventually
Primal
progress to
Carnage
Honda
is saying
Civic,
hi
then?
to you, Keegan.
Hi, little man. Aaron, what games do you like playing?
What game do you like playing, Aaron?
You're going to be playing it for the next month, huh? Well, Amanda,
I am not.
Have fun with
I
that.
am not gonna play. I can't justify dropping the $100 on that
What's $100? That's
for the
cheap.
new Destiny 2 Witch Queen. I was in a group and I'm gonna hop out of it because I cannot keep up with them and I am not good. I mean, the amount of time you have to put into that game just to keep up with everybody is ridiculous.
it's probably as much as you have to put into Farm Simulator, plowing a field over and over again.
Oh no, Destiny 2 is way more time.
Yeah, I
Destiny
know.
doesn't like
I
it.
played Destiny, so
No, I
After-
like it. It's just I can't. There's no way I'm keeping up with everybody.
yeah, it's all good.
Uh,
So push mower status, huh? Then you go to 0-turn mowers. See, Mini Wormut's catching on. We're corrupting his mind.
14 hours a day.
Aaron, what did you do to him?
Did you what? Did who?
Oh. Hey,
Stop it.
what do you
Side missions like trimming the lawns. See what we started, Keegan?
Yeah, you like play your Paw Patrol game?
Oh.
Would you stop hitting me?
All right, oh man.
I'll put you in the headlock.
I'm sorry, Primal Carnage. $500.
The deluxe what?
The deluxe. How do you spend $500 on Destiny? Well, I mean, I take it back. I guess.
Well, I think she streams and whatnot, don't you? Primal.
Twitch.
Yeah, she says 14 hours a
She's
day.
got like a major following, I think.
I know. Okay, you gonna come help me make some cornbread for dinner?
Bye.
What did he say?
He said bye bye, chicken turd,
A chicken turd. Nice.
and he thinks he's funny.
Oh, okay, so you spent $80 on 2 Xboxes, and then you bought the skins. That's what I mean. There's a lot of money in that stuff.
Yeah. How you stream on TikTok? You just hold your phone up? Like, you just put your phone in a holder? Or do you have to hook your TikTok up to your Xbox?
I don't know if you could. I don't know about that because on ours it's just a straight up different account. Well,
Oh,
yeah.
She got the ring light, so the ring light holds her phone, and then she streams it that way. No, Greg, you can't use your ring light to film your other videos.
Tell Amanda, I was going to do the ring light challenge on TikTok.
Please, Please, no. No. Do not. No.
Yeah.
I do not need to go bailing you out of jail again.
You would. I don't remember the last time, but
Yes, he did. He said he's going to do the ring light challenge.
I can see you, Keegan, scrolling through TikTok.
And Ann was encouraging it. She said she'd duet it with him.
Right on. We'll go set this TikTok world on fire, man.
Dude, TikTok's going to be
I
shut down faster than Santa coming down the chimney.
We got almost 3,000 followers there, so we got something.
Because they're all there for my dancing. It's all for my dance moves.
Uh-huh. There you go. We should get Mini Warmut on there. Yeah.
Oh, no. See, he'd be too distracted. He'd want me to dance all the time. That's why.
You have 13,000?
100.
Oh, 1,300.
What are you doing, turd?
There's something wrong with the camera. There's some kid on there again.
Yeah, there's nothing here. There's nothing here.
Yeah, we're a little bit crazy, so it happens.
Yeah, I know it's genetic. It comes from her.
Well, when you game everything and anything, literally,
all this weirdness comes from the mother's side. Dad definitely learned from his mother.
Good boy.
Oh, nope. No, I think, I don't know. I think I should start streaming some of my stuff that I do.
You may as well. You can stream it to the page too, or to the group. Just stream it. It'd be something you could put out there. Although I don't have 14 hours a day.
They got a trucking simulator game that I watched this other guy play. I don't mind getting that and streaming that. What are you clicking for?
Yeah, Guitar Hero. Guitar Hero was a good game.
That was.
A lot of people like that.
That's expensive
for sure.
now. So, let's see here.
Now, you're going to try and find what it costs. Guitar Hero is pretty expensive at this point.
It's
I think the last we've seen.
So, the live 2-pack bundle. Okay. You get it for the Xbox One. Starts at new and used. There's 12 of them. Used, good condition, $299.99. Used, good condition, $329, $495, $499, $499, $499. Used, very good, $550. Like new,
Yeah.
$799, $799, $790. New, $1,300.
Supply and demand.
Well, yeah, they don't make it anymore.
Well, yeah, you'd have to hope that they had a re-release and that you were able to.
Yeah, no,
But if they do that,
I thought about streaming some of my stuff.
Yep, that's the price for the Xbox One S. You're right. You want to know what's funny, Primal? Is
Greg's
when I first bought. Now listen, when we bought the Atari 2600, $299. The Nintendo NES when it was released, $299. Atari Jaguar, $299. Nintendo 64, $299. That's been the point for forever until this last release. When now you're looking towards $5. Hey, Hyper Sapien. Thanks for coming by. Now you know why poor Mini Warmut is troubled when he leaves our show. It's because we're out there. But thanks for coming by, man. Take care, sir.
Bye, Hyper.
Yeah, it was nice of him to show up. Very cool. Very cool. I think Mini Warmut's cheating. I think when the shrink told him you need group therapy, he's saying this is it. This is therapy. He comes here for help. because, damn it, we care. We really do.
We should buy a Switch. Can you raise
Anytime,
can you
Hyper
raise
Sapien.
over, like, do you all have to be together to raise, or can you raise people over the internet?
For what? Who are you talking to on? Well, the Mario Kart.
Yeah, Mario Kart. Ooh, Minnie's going live with a game right now.
All right. He got you there, man. You know, if you're online, you can't be alone because there's just other people online. So it is what it is. Oh, Lord. Crazy days. At least we got some gaming in today, Keegan. Some old-fashioned tabletop tanks, and got that
Oh,
done.
he wants to hop on. He wants you to send a link. Link's way up in the top.
Who?
He wants the link to get on.
Oh, hold on. Here, I'll get you a new one.
Yeah, scrolled up the ways.
I wouldn't. Just wait. There you
Yeah,
go.
but if you play multiplayer, can you, like, race with someone else, or they gotta be in the same house, like with the N64?
Well, Mario Kart is one of those. It's best to. I mean, obviously, playing with other people is the whole goal of that game.
Holy crap! I didn't realize how much the switches were still. Oh, that's the
Mini Warmut. I like that when it reads it off. It says in my headset, "The king of all mutts has joined." Right on, man.
Oh, hold on real quick.
I like the town though.
What is that for?
That's my Wild West game.
Check it out,
Man,
Keegan.
that is awesome.
That?
That is
I thought that looks amateur.
No, that's awesome.
So, but I don't know if you can see it all. Cause see, my problem is camera views. I moved this one back there. Now you got the whole table there.
You got a linoleum mat underneath all that?
Well, it's a vinyl. It's just a vinyl mat.
But yeah, vinyl. Sorry, vinyl mat.
Yeah, I'm not gonna get the lousy $100 ones, whatever. When I don't know when the next time I'll play a game.
No,
All right,
that's
Primal.
I
Have a good
waited
night.
till they went on sale when we bought the tank ones.
Yeah. Here, hold on real quick. I'm still used
Hi,
to this
Amanda.
melon app. Where's your chat on here again?
It should be to the right there.
There it is.
Right,
All right.
to the right, to the right, to the left, to the left. I'm sorry, was that out loud?
But yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
so-
gonna just do I got the 3 baddies over here, and I'm just gonna do
Nice.
3 goods over here.
So what's their goal? Are they going into town to do an old-fashioned
That's what I'm thinking of. Is
bank robbery, or?
Let's see. You guys can hear me, right?
Yeah,
Yep, we
real
can hear
well.
you.
I was thinking about having meet to the saloon, and I don't know, have some guy in there or something that they're after and they're going to protect. Do something like that, I guess. So I just finished the liquor store right here, and I'm waiting for the Grand Hotel to show up, and I got a train station to build too.
You got a hotel showing up and a train station coming?
Huh?
You got a hotel and a train station coming?
Yeah, and I already got the train and tracks. I just didn't use it on this one yet. So I was thinking about using those for separate games, like when it comes to the train station, have a train robbery thing or something, or possibly a stagecoach thing or something. So I don't know. But
Just come up with a scenario, because that's pretty nice setup you got, man.
the thing is, I don't want the game to go like an hour, 2 hours. I don't want to make an hour, 2 hour video, man. Who's going to sit there and watch that?
No, but
Oh, you'd be surprised. about
edit
people that don't.
it down, then cut it down if you want.
Yeah, my
That's
goal
why
is 30
we-
minutes.
Yeah, people's attention spans are not very long anymore.
Squirrel.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's like there's
It's a
how many
sneak
times
peek.
do you want to sit for a 2-hour battle report and you're like,
There's a sneak
or you
peek
don't have time.
probably it's not even focused on that. There.
Oh, there you go.
That's
Nice.
Ontario Dawson from Sin City.
Nice. You got a chainsaw. Very good.
Yeah. And I got one down and 39 more to go to this. If I could get one here. There you go. Ta-da.
That you Spartan?
Yeah. Oh, I hear footsteps of my wife coming over here.
Oh, quick, hide in the
All
saloon.
right. I'm on here with it. They can't see you, so don't worry. Tape. Packing tape? Okay. Yeah, we're on live feed here. You gonna say hi to them? They said hi.
Hello.
Hello. How are you?
There.
Hello,
That's Greg.
Grandpa.
And that's Keegan over there.
Wow, that's
Okay.
debatable. I'm really not Keegan. That's debatable some days.
Why? I'm just jumping off for a little bit. I know the Chiefs game starts here pretty soon. So.
Oh, there's the eye roll.
All right. Wives, they don't want to be on camera. I don't want to be seen with a bunch of geeks. No, that's
Well, I mean, we kind of are what we are.
yeah, I know.
I mean, really, not way around it. So,
Yeah. I don't know. Here, let me see if you can see this. Let me know what you think of Bernadette from Big Bang Theory.
okay.
You guys watch Big
I
Bang
didn't
Theory,
know
right?
they made. I didn't know.
I
they
used
made
to, yeah.
subject
So
matter
go ahead,
movies.
go for it.
Here. I don't know. See, I'm kind of away from the computer, so I don't know if it's focusing in or not. No?
Kind of blurred.
No.
Oh, it looks pretty good right there. That's not bad. Yeah.
Try to put flowers on
Nice.
it.
Bernadette's a little bit more deadly though now.
Yeah, I got the Uzi. So.
Didn't what was his name? The main character date her?
Huh?
Did the main character date her?
No, that's Penny. Leonard dated Penny.
Oh, that's right. Leonard dated Penny, and then the other girl dated
Howard.
I can't think of his name now.
Howard and Bernadette and Sheldon was with what's her name, man? The third chick on that show.
Yeah.
Mine Bayek, whatever her name is. So
She was just as nerdy as he was.
yeah. So when I jumped on, how many viewers left?
4.
Oh, so there's no one on now.
Yeah. Well, starting to slow down. I don't know, man. It'll bounce all over the place, and then, like I said, when I post the link over to Facebook, or if I download the video and put it on Facebook, then it'll get more views there too. So, yeah, it just kind of depends. I don't know. That one day it was all over the board on numbers. I don't know how I did it, but would have fun if that happened again.
And then you see, I don't know, with in-game cam like you see in the bottom corner there. I wonder if that'd be worth it or not.
What?
I don't know if I can switch cameras on here. Nope.
You should be able to go to your camera and simply select a different one.
Oh,
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, go to the camera where it says video.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah, you can. You can switch it to however many cameras you need. Nice.
Do we need to get something like what he's got set up, and then get that little box where you can hit the button and switch cameras?
Well, he's just got a different setup. Like, I mean, this one here I used to have in the front room on the pole, and to overdo unboxings, but he's got a dedicated room for this stuff.
Well, I say we just go to the back, kick Dylan out. He can just move out, out on the street somewhere. They're playing around on the street, and then we'll just take over his room.
This is your dice cam?
Yeah, I'll have a what's called there.
It looks pretty good. You can see the cards good.
The dice tower or whatever.
Do the cards integrate with this game?
Yes.
Huh? Oh, you gotta buy the cards separately. If you just have a regular deck of cards, 52 card deck, you can play it. And so yeah, I'll be using this one here. I wonder if this will. This got a cheap old dice tower thing. Throw right there. Can you see that well or not?
Yeah, I can do that.
It looks good. It looks good.
All right, man. This amateur may have a live game or recording game. Let's see. So,
Well,
hey, Mythos.
you use OBS. You can do it too.
Rotten fist.
Oh, thanks, Mythos. Good. So,
Yeah, they are. They're clear.
let's see if I can switch. I should be able to just switch right back.
Hello, Mythos. How are you?
Ooh,
There you go. That's what I'm saying. It'll let you switch back and forth. You could have however many cameras hooked up you need. You can switch back and forth.
Now, could I go picture in picture?
You'd have to use like OBS. Use OBS and then stream it to this. And you would have.
Because in this corner right here, I'll have the dice roll right over here somewhere.
I've done that in the videos where in the corner you have the dice roll box. We've done that several times. But see, you could always go, well, let's see what it says, and then switch over. It would just be like a cutscene.
That's where this little.
Yeah, switch it back, and the good thing is you're using the software now, right? So it will record your stream. Okay. So while you're streaming, and whoever jumps in, it'll start recording. When they leave, it'll download for them what they recorded and so on. So it's kind of a cool little feature.
Wow.
Yeah.
But see, this is where I can say, I got these the three guys over here. Say there's one for Greg and there's one for Keegan.
Yep.
And then there's one for me and one for another one or whatever.
Okay.
Check your cards out. So Keegan got king of clubs, you got need of diamonds. This is for a first activation. I got a king of diamonds and he got a king of hearts. So I will go first, and then this player will go second, king of clubs will go third, and the eight of diamonds will go last. And then that's how you do your turns and stuff. After you move and do all that, you go to your next, draw, shuffle and draw again or whatever. Usually you have 5 cards because you'll have 5 minis. Yeah, just like that. So it's real easy to play this game. Sorry, I'll shut up.
Oh no, I mean it's that's what I'm saying. You can switch back and forth and do what you need to do on that, or use OBS if you want camera and camera. So it just depends what you want to do, because you can always switch over what the dice say. Switch it like that, then click back. I mean, it only takes a second or two.
Well, or if you start streaming more, they got a thing called like a stream deck, and you can hook it up and set it by you, and you can program the buttons to do different things.
Well, the dice towers help a lot. So, yeah, they do. They keep things. Well, they keep things fair, though. Nobody can complain, and they help the dice move a little bit. Even if you got crap dice that don't roll well, the dice tower will help, tumble them. So,
and if you guys want to play like online, like this, virtual or whatever, you get your card deck and whatever, and that's where the honor system comes in. I mean, you guys shuffle the deck and draw 5 cards. If you have 5 minis, you draw 5 cards. And then the guy, like for me, if I'm hosting it, I'll say who's got king of spades, and then whoever's king of spades puts it down, and then that's how you start off.
And so when you put it down, then what do you do? So say
you activate your miniature. You activate.
Oh, you activate. Okay.
Yeah, it's your activation, and then you go from there, and then you have your special cards like see right here. Here's your king of spades. Which one am I on? Okay. You see, it says go first.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then you have other special cards, like if you get two card of anything, you get to shoot twice per action. So there's strategies involved on this. Aces are wild. So you can make that. So say it's the beginning of the turn, and I say, all right, king of spades. One guy say I got a king of spades, and the other guy have an ace. He decided, well, my ace would like to be king of spades. Well, you're still going to go second because you're not an actual, true king of spades. So you'll go second in that one. But you can make that card to anything. 6. All 6s are free reload because you can run out of ammo if you roll a 1.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. What's another special one on here? I think it's the Jackson.
Yeah.
Oh, and this one's this is the most important one out of them. Let me get to it. I gotta shuffle this thing better. It's the Queen of Hearts. That is to me, my personal, I believe is the most important one. The only way you can recover from a wound is if you have a Queen of Hearts.
Oh, okay.
If you got a wound and you don't have a Queen of Hearts, you're playing that game with a wound until you get one of these.
What's the same?
And a wound is always a -1 to anything. And
so now,
huh?
Does your wound continue to cause damage each turn unless you heal it?
The only way you heal it's with a Queen of Hearts, and that wound stays with you until you get like a Queen of Hearts.
That's what I'm saying. So can you like bleed out and die in the game, or?
I'll say it again.
Can you die? Can you just bleed out from your wound or die from your wound?
The rule is if you have 3 wounds, you bleed out, you're dead.
You're dead.
Or
okay.
If you what is it? The recovery. If you do a recovery roll, I don't have the sheet on here, but if you can actually roll to recover for like your shots, which is a minus to all. It's a -1 modifier, or whatever you want to call it, to all your actions. But with the wound, here, let me just do this. I wasn't really prepared to explain this.
Well, no, you don't have to. I mean, I'm just curious.
Yeah. Well, let's get the answer to that question.
Inquiring minds want to know. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know. Yeah, here's for a wound for recovery. When it's your turn, to say you have a wound on you, okay, you either could erase that wound with the Queen of Hearts, or you could take a chance and roll for it. But this is where it gets risky. Because if you roll for recovery, you're using a D10, and this game only uses D10. And if you roll a 1, you're immediately dead. And if you roll a 2 to a 5, you're still shaken, still wounded, so nothing happens. But if you get a 6+, you could stand up, but you still have that wound on you. So once when you get that wound, you're immediately knocked down to the ground.
Makes sense about how it would be in real life.
Yeah. So, and if you go into close combat, it says it really clear here. 2 opponents both roll D10. Both models add any modifiers to the die roll. The highest modified die is the winner and subtracts the loser's die roll from his or hers. The difference in the 2 rolls give the following bonuses to the wound roll. So when it comes to that, and say I rolled a 10, you rolled a 1. Difference is a 9. Well, a 9 and a 10, you're dead in a close combat game. So you really want to try to avoid close combat because that's when only one usually survives. So.
Well, unless you want to kind of bum rush the other people and start knocking figures out.
Yeah, and you could do that. It has that where you could have a 2 against 1, which that person that's the 1 gets a negative modifier on there. So it'd be a -2 on his roll because there's 2 of them attacking him. So,
oh boy!
Yeah, the game is designed to be quick games. They're not designed to go for 2-3 hours long or anything. It's usually less than an hour. So, but yeah, it's fun. Because I was thinking if I host it, that's how we do it. I'd be on the honor system with your cards. I'm not going to sit there and with 52 cards or whatever. You know.
Oh, but why not?
Anyways, that ain't happening.
Drake
Are we sure?
Clint would be. Clint wouldn't use the honor system. Clint would be all cheating like a mother truck.
Are we sure we should put Keegan on something called the honor system?
Nah, see, that's you know,
We
you just
could
take your
try.
chances, I guess.
No.
But you know what? If they cheat, then they just cheapen their game. You know, they don't get that full experience and stuff. So, but
That's
well.
true. That's cool. Well,
Yeah.
you let us know when you host it.
Well, I was going to invite you guys and maybe the other cheater, Brian.
Oh.
Yeah, and stuff, and then have Mel in there.
Well, at least we know who's the cheater.
And then what I can do for the first game is I'll go ahead and make the player cards, and I'll put the traits down for you, so you guys don't have to sit there and go through the traits the first time around. Because you can have different traits. You know, one could be born leader, one could be Deadeye, which is really cool to have. That's a +1 when you're shooting on your roll. And then there's steady, and there's tons of traits on there, man. There's one called there's one called Shark Tongue, and with a shark tongue, you can actually talk someone down and scare them off.
Oh, really?
That would be a bad one
Nice.
to have.
So, anyways,
That would work anymore, but
yeah, and then we just set up a time and go online here, and I'll be the host, and I was also going to use that camera, the die roll camera, because I notice a lot of guys that will use that to do like close up. You know, like they'll come over here, and then okay, these guys are fighting, blah blah blah. You know, or they want a view of down the street and all that. You know. And so forth, and stuff like that. So I've been watching and learning, bro. Oh no! What's a gopher for?
Get a little nutty over there.
it's a squirrel, not a gopher. But thanks, Mini Warmite. You just put him down.
Anyways,
Yeah, that's cool. We'll have to try it. I mean, I'm not opposed to trying it. Why not?
no, I'm serious. You guys are serious. We'll go for it. We might do one offline first to get used to it.
How close is he? Where's he at?
Who?
Where's Minnie at?
I'm in Arizona.
Jeez Louise, you're in Arizona. I think the other Brian's down there in Arizona.
No,
Oh, he's in
Texas.
Texas.
Texas, my bad.
Yeah, the ugly one's in Texas.
That's how you keep them separated. Brian.
You got the good
He's
looking
weird.
one and the ugly one.
Yeah, you got the weirdo in Texas.
Good looking one lives in Texas, the other one lives in Arizona.
That's fine. If you want to call it that. If you want to go that route. So
We'll just have to introduce him. Welcome to the show, Weird Ugly Brian. How are you today?
make a gang. Have a gang there. Okay, Brian, your gang is the ugly.
Ugly Dalton.
You're
gang.
the ugly.
The uglies.
So
We're not mean. We're nice gamers. Please don't take it that way. But hey,
Can't help it. He's a Cowboys fan.
if you
oh yeah. Oh shoot. 3 minutes and Chiefs game's on here, guys.
the Chiefs game. All right.
Yeah.
Just remember, Mini Warmut, what they do at the stadium for the Chiefs there is they send everybody there when the tornado warnings sirens go off. So remember that. You know why?
Why, Greg?
There's less likely to be a touchdown there. So they send you there in case of tornadoes. Bye-bye.
Yeah, so
We'll end it with that. What the
I
hell?
think he's ignoring you on purpose.
I like such ugly language. No. We're not trying to be ugly there, Frosted Fist. Our show's not all prim and proper like yours.
hey, maybe we should invite Mythos and Freak on too.
Yeah, well, Mythos comes over. Freak's afraid, I think, to be on this show. Just a little bit.
I think we should all just get a hotel somewhere for a
Oh, my
weekend,
God,
like
Keegan.
like a 3 or 4 day weekend. Get a
Still on this
hotel
hotel
somewhere
thing.
And we can have a game, our own
I
game con event.
I could see Minnie Worma. Hey, honey, I'm gonna go to a hotel room with a bunch of guys, and it's just one guy's name is Freak. But don't worry, I'm coming back okay. It'll be fine. Yeah. Shut your phone off for 3 days.
Yeah, I wouldn't freak the wife out at all.
Oh.
Just come back, just mumbling and shaking. Don't ask. Don't ask.
Anyway,
Oh,
usually with
Misa
the kiddos
says-
and grandkids.
Freak's usually with them on Sundays. So no, hey, family first, man. You gotta take care of your family. Yeah.
Not dice are involved, then dice first.
Family, they're so overrated.
Yeah, Minnie Worma, I
You
like
said
your
it, not
sarcasm.
Iowa's a central locale. No, it's not. I'm in Arizona. It'd be Colorado if we were all going to meet someone.
Oh my God.
What?
How they don't let Keegan in Colorado.
Iowa's the central look. Iowa's, yes, we're the center of America, yes, but you know.
Oh, I know you got that ankle
you're
bracelet.
down there
If you
in the
don't, you.
south.
There's this old song playing. We're the kids in America. Go ahead, Keegan.
I'm not a kid in America. I can't sing it.
But what are you, a kid in a basement? What are you?
I'm near a rock.
So D says
I live in
between
the
Canada and
basement.
Texas.
I live in the basement of Patrick's house. Patrick lives under the rock. I live in his basement. Therefore, I am in a basement under a rock.
Uh-huh.
Oh, lost me there. I told you you're in a basement.
It's okay. Many more, but sometimes our
I
show
live with a
just
lot
gets
of people.
lost. It'll always start off on this road and then boom, it gets deviated into some dark alley sometimes.
Is this why Mythos doesn't join in?
It's like this. We go down the road, go down the road, go down the road. All of a sudden, squirrel.
Oh, Mythos has something for Brian.
You have good for close.
Yeah, the door's probably closed.
It is.
Then all of a sudden you hear these automatic locks and a hissing noise and Minnie Wormwood screaming, "She heard me!"
What? Why does it sound like you're the shotgun loading?
Yeah. Just some sleeping gas pumped through the vents.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anyways,
do you feel okay?
Are
Do
you-
you feel like you're in a safe place?
do you feel safe at home?
No, I'm waiting for
You
Mythos.
don't feel safe.
I'm waiting for Mythos to give us an answer, man.
Maybe he's driving.
That's always the excuse. I'm
Yeah.
driving.
Well, we appreciate you stopping in, Mythos. I mean, he does that. So that's cool. That's cool. I know you got to get to your game, Minnie Wormwood.
Oh, yeah, well, I got no time limit, but the Chiefs are playing, so it's only first quarter. Just started 2 minutes ago.
The game doesn't really start until the fourth quarter, so you're
That's
okay.
what I. That's what I.
remember
I
having
mean, the rest
like
of it's
a
just a
half
lead up to
game.
what's going to happen.
Jumping on. Is he jumping on? Yeah, jump on. We want you to jump on, Mythos. That's her.
Yeah, man, jump on.
You can jump on if you want, Mythos. There's no pressure here. It's not like we don't have your IP address and we'll find your house. It's not a big deal.
Mythos, I'm on
Oh,
here.
that's
It's
funny.
okay.
Yeah, he knows. He's been here before. I still remember you though. You were leery. You were like, "Do I sully my reputation by getting on Greg's podcast thing?" I don't know.
It doesn't wreck your reputation. It's your pride.
We're non-conformative. How's that? We're just not your traditional show. What do they call it, Keegan? Proper? We're not proper. That's okay.
I just found out something. You can
What?
turn your phone into a stream deck.
Into a what?
A stream deck, so like allows you to do a whole bunch of different controls and switch cameras and whatnot a whole lot easier for when we set up our multi-camera streams.
D asks, where is Mythos? He's in Texas.
Houston, or on the outskirts of Houston, or something like that.
I believe. Yeah.
You can fly.
Somewhere out there in the wild with a windmill generating power.
Boy, that sounds like the life.
We actually
It
had
would
rain.
be, wouldn't it? Wouldn't it? Do we need a cruise ship, D asks? Well, yes.
Boy, wouldn't that be the
Oh,
life? Have the game
holy
with the
crap.
crappy cruise
There
ship?
he is. He made it.
What's up, my beautiful people?
You're stuck now, Mythos. I mean, you showed up. What are you doing, Keegan?
Uh-oh.
Celebrating that he joined our stream.
Hold on one sec. I cannot hear for some reason.
Oh.
Oh, you got a haircut.
Allow.
No, he got them all cut.
Got a haircut.
Be very quiet.
He is hunting people.
Yeah, I got a haircut because somebody told me the other night I have a comb over. So
Who said that?
Shut up, man.
Uh-huh.
I was teasing, man.
I don't know. Definitely not anyone here in the chat. You know.
I don't know. It was someone putting sarcastic comments. It's not his fault.
Anyway, I wasn't sure if I offended
For
you
some
or
reason,
not.
I'm having trouble with my sound settings.
So,
We can hear you though, Mythos. I don't
yeah,
know how well.
fine. Keegan needs to have a mic to his.
Oh yeah, I can
I
hear.
got my mic. I just lean back a little ways from it.
He's
I
talking.
can hear through the YouTube video,
But not the headset.
but I can't hear through the Melon app for some reason.
Oh, you're going on
If
delay.
you
then.
go in the app, hit the little arrow next to the mic, and go up to your audio output, you can change it there.
So now we all stay quiet.
Yeah, so he can't hear.
We can't hear.
Somebody swings by. You guys use psychology on your guests? No.
Keegan, that was perfect. Thank you.
There you go. Now you can hear us, right,
You wanna go
Mythos?
watch Pitch Perfect now?
Somebody just opened a can of something.
No,
Aha!
Can of whoop ass.
I see it. A can of
That's
whoop
what I
ass.
opened on Josh today. I opened a can of whoop ass on his tanks.
So Mini Wormut's town here is pretty nice setup he's got there.
Hey.
I want to go to his house. Like, that's a nice gaming table, and that's a nice table to play some tanks on.
Except tanks might not fit in that era so well.
or some
It's
40K.
an old era where there's some teleportation. Okay?
There's a rift. So
Yes,
they found a
time rift.
small western town somewhere out in the rift. Yeah.
Or it's one of the settlements on one of the unnamed planets somewhere. And the orcs could show up and pillage his town.
And we just went to the Stargate to get there.
Dude, that's not bad.
Stargate. Yeah.
Did-
Don't mind us. Once we open that can of imagination, it tends to run off unless it has a shock
I'm
collar.
curious now.
No, that's what I was going to do with my Galactic Heroes is I got a couple Stargates, and I was going to have a big old campaign thing where you have to chase down the stones to activate the Stargates. So you have to go through Stargates and hit through other worlds and blah, 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 and all that stuff.
That's cool.
I'd be in trouble because I'd forget the sequence. Right? I'd be stuck. Dial out, Greg. I can't remember the damn sequence.
I got this big old thing from TT Combat. This will be one of my next projects to build that sucker up
What is that?
and use it for Galactic Heroes. It's
Oh, I
Slum
like it.
Shanties of the future or whatever. So,
Okay.
I like it.
and then for my modern game, there's a big old gigantic library.
Nice. City scenes. Huh?
So, but it's down in the future. Oh,
So,
Stargate SG-1 does have its own RPG.
yes, it does.
I may have to get that eventually.
That would be cool.
Yeah, it would be.
Huckleberry was
What you
I
working
take
on,
it, Jill.
Mythos?
I am working on
40K.
yes,
Oh,
a Blade
nice.
Guard veteran.
Wow, that's looking good, man. I like the shield.
Thank you, my
Yeah,
man.
Yeah, that's looking nice.
Really good.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. From when watching you guys, geez, 6 years ago, how long ago?
Oh yeah, 6 years ago.
Oh, geez.
Yeah, bro, we've been friends a long time.
Well, we're acquaintances.
Oh, okay, okay.
Whoa, really warm
No,
up
we're
to
friends.
that out, didn't he?
We're friends and all that.
That was rough.
So, but no, yeah, it's fun. How long have I been on YouTube? I've been on YouTube since 08, I think. So,
Yeah, we know. We've seen the disclosure.
disclosure.
Yeah, you're not allowed to sign on and have a YouTube account unless you make sure that we don't interact too much with this mini warm-up guy
Yeah.
Oh,
due to high levels of sarcasm and insaneness. So
I know, man. I gotta really
I
be
know.
on guard here with your sarcasm, man. Sometimes
I
think
like it. I'm good. I mean, it works.
Mhm.
It's all good.
You are a con man, sir.
Yes, I am. I don't know what I'm
Yes,
going
I
to
know,
call
and
you
his
out of, but
daughter's
if this
the
is
same
the
way,
Wild
so is his
West,
granddaughter.
huh? Oh, my granddaughter does con me. That is true. I do fall victim to that.
Oh yeah, she learned well from her grandfather. So well that she turns it around on him.
Sometimes. Poor Keegan. I walked in and punched him once, and he goes, "What was that for?" And I said, "Well, my granddaughter said you hit her, so I hit you
Oh.
back." He's all, "But I did," and I'm like, "Oh, sorry, it's okay."
Oh,
Uh-oh.
Where'd Mythos go?
start talking about punching kids, man.
Oh no! Wow. The king of all kings, Worth brother Mythos has rejoined, the computer said. Wow. That is cool.
Sometimes I'm even computer literate.
Oh, nice.
What's that?
I went
Computer.
to mute my messenger because it was continuously going off, and then
Yeah.
I accidentally exited out of the conversation.
That's annoying. We're just sitting here talking, and poof, you disappeared. And then he warmed myself, you offended him, he left. Like, oh, I don't think so.
I believe it.
Let's see.
Yeah. See, this is what it should be. Just have a little bit of fun once in a while.
Yeah, show off my grandson there. Here's my grandson.
Oh, all right.
It's Trey.
Nice. He's got all the looks.
Yep, from his grandpa.
On the other side,
On the other side. Nice one, Mythos.
I was leaving the bait out there. Someone's gonna bite.
You got to be careful talking about bait. Then we'll end up on fishing. And then there was,
What
yeah.
bacon?
Oh, I gotta go fishing though.
How are you going to go fishing in Arizona? It's mostly just desert.
Yeah, we
He
got
goes to
our
his
lakes, man.
oceanfront property and fishes.
We got 3 active rivers, 3 or 4 active rivers here.
Yeah.
So
There is some water going through the desert, that's for sure.
yeah, gotta go north. Yeah.
Mini warm up, be out there rinsing his paintbrushes in the river. What are you doing?
Painting the fish.
Cleaning my brushes.
Whatever. So
Well, that
Did you
explains why all his paint smells a little fishy.
I don't know, Mr. Keegan with the fancy background.
I'd say that's the guy talking smack, the guy that doesn't paint anything.
I'm waiting for shadow puppets in the background there.
Oh, yeah. Shadow puppets. I did a sock puppet. Mythos should be proud of me at work. They called me into a company meeting. So I put a sock on my hand and I just kind of brought it in from the side. I kept turning my head like I was talking to someone, and my boss goes, "Who are you talking to, Greg?" And I brought the sock on and introduced him as Socky, a sock exchange student. We got it from the New York Stock Exchange. Come on. It's hard to get on their website. It's hanging by a thread, their servers, you know?
Oh my god.
Yeah. Well, it's their fault. They brought me into that stupid company meeting, so I shook a little bit of humor on them.
To that insane asylum.
Oh my
Huh?
gosh.
Oh, they won't let me go back there.
Greg is that uncle in the family.
There's always one of us somewhere.
That's almost one.
So, like, the squirrels hop up on my deck as I feed them. So I thought, I wonder if they'll like these dry roasted Planters peanuts. Oh my God. They thought they were in heaven.
Really?
Yeah, they ate the crap out of them. They're dry. I mean, they picked it up and started eating it. He looked at me in his eyes. He's like, oh. And then before you know it, they're all up there. They ate literally the entire jar. I don't know how much salt they're allowed to have, but they liked them.
Wow.
Haven't seen them in a few days. Wonder what happened. But they ate them.
Maybe they're dried out already.
Yeah, I don't know. So, Mythos, you kind of missed it. We were talking about gaming and World War II and tanks, and it spread into everything, including feeding squirrels. So it's just kind of like everywhere. Yeah.
Hey, no one understands taking the show off the rail like me.
Your guys' stuff's pretty funny, man. One day I just like, God damn it, I cannot put these decals on because the banter was too much. So I just stopped. I was like, I gotta finish these guys, but no.
Well, I'm glad you decided to stop working on the decals instead of just being like, you know what, I can't get any work done. I'm gonna turn this off.
I ruined two of them. You know, you tear up, you're like, that's it. That's enough. I can't do it because, you know.
And there's mine that are just the plain color.
Keegan's troops are basically just naked. They're not really.
Whose red, white, blue tank was that?
You can find that video and repost it sometime.
Oh, yeah.
No,
they might think I'm disturbed or something, Keegan.
Well, they probably already think that.
Mythos has been kind to me. He even said, Greg, listen, I don't know what's going on, dude, but here's a discount for medication if you need it. He sent me a card. Well, thanks, Mythos. 15% off. We scared Minnie warm up for a while, Mythos. He was like, I kept saying, you can come on, and you could tell he's like, if I go on here, will I sully my reputation? Finally, we got him to come on. Now he realizes he fits in. We're just misfits, I guess.
He's still trying to build up after returning to his YouTube channel. He can't afford too many dips in reputation.
No, we won't get him. Well, what? No. We won't get you banned, Minnie Wormut. Not on purpose, anyways. Now, if the other Brian was here, we'd have to be careful.
Not for a big section.
Huh? Yeah.
Yeah, the other Brian's here. Yeah. So,
yeah. Well, we won't go down those train tracks. We're okay.
Woo! Ta-da!
Woo! Did you see that?
United?
Yeah. The one wife wants to play this game.
So are you getting a Marvel Zombicide on Kickstarter?
No. After it came out on the 18th, the Kickstarter dropped. Yeah. The prices on it were outrageous for this Kickstarter. I mean, if you want to go all...
I'm sorry, what did they end up being? When you mean outrageous, like...
If you go all in, like I did with Undead or Alive, that one was only $240 for everything. This one here, you're looking at $500 to $600.
Ugh.
And that's not even any of the other expansions that they're supposedly coming out or whatever.
Holy cow.
Yeah. And I was just like, because, they're going to come out with the opposite. The ones that, like Captain America Zombie, they'll come out with the opposite one. They'll have a regular Captain America. they'll have all that stuff, but
Wow,
too dang expensive.
that's a bit pricey.
So I think my Zombicide line is going to end here in March, and yeah.
Well, I was just curious. I figured you had all the other ones. I figured.
Well, and the rules are all different. They changed all the rules. It's not the same Zombicide game anymore.
So they raised the prices and changed the rules. What company does that to their?
I know. So
That's unheard of, man.
yeah, at least you don't have to get like 20 books or anything like that. So,
Huh. Yeah, 20 books. And you wonder why they produce figures called librarians, because you'll end up with a library.
That's
you put
one
them
thing
on the shelf next to your books, right?
Yeah, that's why I was wondering. Because if on this 40K thing, which it's a great game, all that. It's just I can't get into. I just can't follow it. And
I've only been in it a little while, a couple of years, so I don't have backlogs of books and stuff. So it's all good. Just it's got to redo it because with the new books. But
well, that's what I was wondering. Is it more or they're book selling company or something like that, or but
yeah, I don't know.
Anyways, I can't really knock on too much of that. That's how I got introduced into wargaming.
Yeah, and they have cool models. They're detailed. I mean, there's nothing I bought from them that have been junk, in my opinion. It's all pretty good.
I'm almost about ready to buy into the Pathfinder set, though.
Nice.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the Tau or whatever. I was gonna do it just as just buy Mythos there. So it's on Amazon for like $30 for that Pathfinder team or something. I figured that'd be whatever. So
$30 isn't bad. I mean, not at all.
So
no, especially if you're doing it just to spite a friend. That's
yes, you should be honored. I'm spending $30 to piss you off.
There you go, Mythos. That's true friendship right there.
Yep. Trolley friends are the best.
Yeah.
I hear from many Warmont later. Shh, don't tell Mythos. It cost me $100 from a scalper, but I did it.
Anyways, but no, I was pretty proud of my orc army, and then they just flooded a lot of stuff now for the orcs. So,
see, I didn't get into Warcry because I'm still trying to get better at Warhammer, but Clint now wants to do Warcry, and I'm like, dude, listen, I can't keep up with that. So if you want to do it, because he likes the orcs too, and he's got quite a bit of orc stuff.
I was looking at that. Was it the Red Harvest set or something? There's Catacombs and Red Harvest or something. Whatever. They're like still $150, $175, but you get terrain in them though and all that. But then I start looking. I mean, here, look. See if I can turn this camera around.
But if you think about it, look how much we spent anyway. $175 is nothing compared to how much we put into these.
You're gonna go back and turn around and find out you got.
Come on now. And then you see right there. There it is.
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
It's on the line. There. Hold on. There it goes. I still got the Age of Sigmar there. I haven't busted out the sprues on that thing or anything.
Oh man.
And Tempest of Souls, having busted that out.
Oh,
That Dark Vengeance right there. Nope. And the Blackstone. Oh, if you guys are into that Blackstone, you see the in between the Dark Vengeance and Blackstone. That's the extra tokens and everything for that game.
Oh, nice.
And so
wow.
I have no use for it. So I thought. Oh my gosh, I'm having a brain fart here. Big D, because he was mentioning it. I was thinking about sending him at least that to him. He's been gone for a while.
Yeah, he just started his live stream again this past Tuesday.
Yeah.
But yeah, he took, I think, about a 3 or 4 week little vacation.
Sometimes you have to just to
Oh,
get
yeah.
your
Oh yeah.
yeah. Because trust me, if you try to reset your mind without taking a break, like I stuck my finger in a light socket. It took a while to get to where I could speak again, Mythos, but it didn't work the way Clint promised.
I'm just waiting to see if Big D's gonna do the bolt action or not because he keeps talking about it, or he did back then.
I don't know. Haven't really heard that in his upcoming plans.
Yeah. Oh, did he come up with a channel update or something?
Well, he talked about like the future of the channel, like in his past live stream.
Oh, okay.
Of course, he's got a lot of projects he is going to do, like the he's going back to doing some terrain and stuff like that, and with all that, I don't know if you mentioned any bolt action or anything like that, but I did hear that he's going to be, working on some terrain and his custodies and some Gene Stealer cult. So, but you never know.
So, Mythos, did you and Freak ever do anything with X-Wing?
I have had just one game so far. I have collected a few more models, though. I'm itching for another game because I have a new favorite in S-Wing. And I don't know what it does, but it just is the coolest looking ship I've ever seen. So it's now my new favorite. I don't know what it does. It's piloted by a commander named Saw, S-A-W.
Oh, yeah.
And I want to see what it does in the game. I just haven't had a chance to sit down and game with him yet. But I'm like, I want to know what this guy does. He looks so cool.
Well, the nice thing with the X-Wing is each time you buy a model, you get all the stuff with it that you need. You have all these optional cards you can use too. So there's quite a bit of variety with each ship if you want to use it.
Yeah.
And it's interesting. We enjoy it though. I mean, it's fun. Keegan's got a Star Destroyer, so
nice.
We just
I don't have a Star Destroyer. It's just a.
We just call it the plow because when you put it on a table, literally it's a plow. There's nothing that can really stop it. I think the best we did was take out one engine one time. They were pretty hefty, pretty hard to take down.
You know what? We should do that in March or April 1 week when we should have an X-Wing game.
Yeah. It's a fun game. It's a fun system. I like it. It's pretty good. That Aeronautico Imperialis, they took a lot from X-Wing and from Wings of Glory too. You can see where they took those two games and then incorporated it into their play structure. So being the first time playing it last week, that was fun. We were just goofing off with it. It's not supposed to have that many people on the maps, but it's a lot like that to a degree. So it's actually a pretty easy learning curve on it.
I'm really excited for that too because I do have 2 boxes of Aeronautica right now.
Do you?
Yeah, I haven't.
I want to get this new one with the Eldar in it because my Sunday game, Josh, he's really excited about it, and I could use the Space Marines in it, but I just don't got the money to pick it up.
I got 2 Fire Raptors.
Oh, nice.
And 6 Xiphon Interceptors. And this is my favorite flyer in all of 40K. I painted up a full-size one for my White Scars.
Dude, that looks like a Viper from Battlestar.
That's what I was going to say. It looked like a Viper from Battlestar.
Yeah, didn't it, Warm Mud?
Yeah, it did. So that game, and whatever, Nautilus, whatever, that looked pretty cool.
Well, it's pretty fun. I mean, it's an easy system. Like I said, it's a cross between the other two, but it's.
Well, those are the games I like.
This is
wow,
and joys of my 40K collection.
Nice.
Holy smokes!
Very nice. Wow, I didn't think I was going to cry today, but damn it, that was nice, Mythos.
Thank you.
And see, Aries, Ares Games put out the Battlestar Galactica box set too. So I think it's got 2 Vipers, 2 Cylons, so you can duke it out. They have that out, and I guess they're going to re-release some of the other older stuff too. Finally,
That's cool.
yeah. Ares gets behind. I mean, they don't got enough employees, so they launch something, they go with it, it takes off, then they go to the next project. It seems like, and then
What are you doing?
Readdressing my autofocus.
Oh,
So we can see that beautiful face.
well, I mean,
There you go.
He did Vogue. Vogue. Yeah. Oh well, Brian, this would be those Dust Tactics, a mortar crew, and I didn't know they're 1/48 scale.
Yeah, they're fairly big.
Those are big.
Yeah, Clint has those too. Clint's like a living game store, you guys.
yeah. We can't even keep up with them together, you and I.
Yeah. It's cool though, because he has Dust Tactics. You could talk to him about that many warm up, because I don't know. I mean, other than looking at the models, and I asked him, I said, "What game is that for?" He's all Dust Tactics. I'm like, "Oh, okay."
Yeah, Brian, they went out of business last year or a couple years ago now.
I don't know, because I don't know much about the game other than I've heard the name, but I never got into playing it or anything. So
I've been buying up a whole bunch of the Imperial Salt Star Wars. Supposedly, because it's confusion because it's Fantasy Flight, but yet Hasbro owns Star Wars.
so they license the rights to Fantasy Flight to publish.
Okay, yeah, because they're still producing some of the Imperial Salt. Now that game, 2019 is when they canceled that game. And stuff, so
Well, unfortunately, there's some good games. Just like you'll find a show you like, and you just get to like it, and then they cancel it. So,
what's that? Krabok? He's a major YouTube channel, major Star Wars nuts. If you want to learn about your Star Wars games or whatever, that guy, my goodness,
he's a walking
yeah,
box of information, huh?
yeah. Krabbok, Krabok.
Grab it.
Yeah, he had a video on there, God, an old video now, that there's rumors that they're going to probably bring back Imperial Assault. So, and I got the Legion stuff. I got both the cores, and I don't know if I showed you this yet. This king, where are you? Not you. He's so little, you can hide it here. I gotta find him. Speak amongst yourselves. Oh, there it is.
We're gone long enough to speak amongst ourselves.
This gets
we
released.
have been given the honor and pleasure to be able to speak with one another without him here. We are so gracious to be your peasants and have that blessing.
That just came out.
All right.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
Very nice.
You get two poses in here.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, see right there, the two bottom. You can make one that way and then make them.
Very cool. So you get a chance to at least pick how you want it
All
displayed.
Disney right on the box.
Yeah.
I've got one of the box sets that I need to paint up this year. Just got
Which
so
one,
many
the clone or
photos.
This year.
The clone.
The clone, yeah. Grievous, huh?
Yeah, Freak's
Yeah.
gonna roll the droid army and paint up Grievous.
Yeah,
And
Grievous.
I'm gonna do the clone troopers, which I specifically asked for because we played in a Star Wars tabletop role playing game one time, and my character was a one of the Republic troopers. So I was like, "Ooh, I've got a soft spot for that army. Can I have this side?" And Freak was gracious. So
Wow. Now you gotta get all the little expansions, operative expansions.
oh yeah,
You know. So
Yeah, there's always an expansion or something to get.
Yeah. Well, if you got.
We should go down to our local game store sometime. Have a big X-wing.
Dooku.
Oh wow. What'd you
I
say,
showed you.
Keegan? You gotta
we
lean
should go down
closer
to
to your
the local.
mic.
We should go down to the local GameStop sometime, or game store sometime, and have a big X-wing battle. I think that'd be fun.
It sounds
Like
cool.
one that would take a couple of hours.
I'm just gonna hold a cardboard sign up by the freeway. Broken hobbyist needs money for addiction. I might get somebody to drop me off a box set, or it does get pricey. But then again, you could spend the money on bad stuff. I'd rather spend it on this kind of stuff if I'm gonna.
Well, it's this or drugs. Take your pick.
This is a drug, Keegan. It's a dopamine drug.
Okay, it's this or drugs the cartel sells. Take your pick.
Oh.
Now, I will say, I haven't opened it up, but I have a feeling this is going to be one of my fun sets here or group to do right here. These guys, I love these dudes.
Nice.
Dark
Sure,
Oh,
what?
the Death Troopers? Yeah.
Yeah,
Death Troopers, yeah.
this is going to be awesome.
Well, do you have somewhere to display all your stuff when you get it done, Mini Warm-Up? We need to get you like glass shelves in there or something so you can
Dude,
showcase what you're
those
doing.
curio cabinets are expensive.
Yeah.
Like, I've even looked at used ones, and they're like, "Oh, I still want 150 for this." I'm like, "You paid 150 for that new."
Yeah. No, I've been putting them in plastic bins.
I've got a really nice, huge set of shelves from IKEA that my gorgeous, lovely, and generous wife, who I don't know who can hear me, she picked up for me, and it's just open shelves. There's no glass, so sometimes the stuff that's on like the second to bottom shelf, my shepherd will come by and she'll come, give me kisses or sniff what I've got, and her massive waggy tail will take out like the orcs on the one of the bottom shelves. Just
Gosh.
Oh man! Then there you are setting them up again, one by one.
Yep.
Wow. No, my deaf cofters are just sitting there collecting dust. I'm just looking at this. Oh well.
At least you got your stuff
Yep.
out and you get to use it. So there you go. And still, your little town setup looks pretty good. Really
Really
it does.
See, I'm sitting here jealous of that talent.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's a good place to like get? I made my own for modern. I want to do modern buildings and all that, and streets is what I'm looking at. Now I did, but see, this is more country road stuff.
Now you look for more like a modern building, or more for like modern actual road, like a map.
Yeah. See, I made these from asphalt roofs.
Like shingles? Oh, yeah.
Shingle.
That was smart.
I did those because it has that natural kind of, grit, on them, and then I painted the lines on them. But I can only do straights with those. And so,
Oh, that's fair.
but I want to do, intersections and have my buildings out.
Well, there are preset roads you can buy, kits. Terrain. 28 millimeter roads.
Team
I've
Yankee
seen them.
has them.
Huh?
Team Yankee has roads and intersections.
Yeah. You can buy
Really?
that. Yep.
Would it be wide enough for like 28 to 32 mil?
Yeah, that should be.
Yeah.
Your roads? It'd be close, I think, because the roads are always wider.
All right.
Look at it and see, but I've been on, when I was on Amazon looking up the, tabletop terrain and all that stuff, and I found a company that was out there that was selling 28 millimeter roads. It's just all different stuff, like curved areas that come with curves. And it was like a flexible, I want to say like a rubber or silicone, but you could set them up however you wanted them.
Yeah, I do like I did invest in for rivers, the battle systems.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Battle
I like
system
that.
rivers.
Yeah, I got that. Because you can flip them over for the cobblestone roads, whatever. So if you want to do fantasy or something. So
Well, I just hopped on Etsy.
Etsy.
Let's see.
I don't like going on
and I
Etsy
just typed in 28 millimeter roads, and there's some dirt roads, some war world gaming roads, straight sections, roads and curves, road junctions.
So city roads. I can find one there then. City streets, city roads.
Street road.
City road, take me home from the bar, far away. Oh, wait.
Thanks for singing, Keegan.
You're welcome.
We'll get you a tip jar.
There's a puzzle road for toy cars and toy garage for $63 on Etsy.
You guys notice how in just the last year the gaming stuff just keeps going up and up and up? Yeah. It probably doesn't bother Mythos because he's very wealthy, but the rest of us, it's like, oh my God.
Right?
Yeah, Mythos is a very, very rich man.
Must be rough to be that guy.
Be nice, you guys. He's one of the elites. He told me once he's only doing this job thing to see how us poor people live.
Wow.
Yeah. Actually, you could probably make some money doing commissions, Mythos. You paint very nicely. I think you should be able to make money with your skills.
I appreciate that. Actually, that's how I got to this level is by doing commissions.
Really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah,
I've been summoned, so I gotta bounce. So
take care, bud.
Take care.
Save me some of that chili, Keegan.
Are we gonna save Grandpa some chili? Oh, okay.
He has to think about it? No.
He had to think about it.
That's it. No more ice cream for him.
So, all right, we'll catch you guys a little bit.
All right,
Later,
bud.
Are we gonna say Grandpa some chili?
Little turd. He had to think. Okay, I see how it is. Figure it out.
I guess.
If I have to, if I have to share.
It's funny.
Yeah, he thinks he is. I would talk with him when I see him later. I'll have to take him out of the will, Mythos.
So my first couple commissions weren't great. They were very basic, but fortunately, that's what local guy at the comic shop wanted. Because my army was so simple back then. I think I used like the 3-color minimum. I had some brass, I had black armor, and I had silver trim on everything. And somebody was like, man, this is the kind of like really stark kind of look I'm looking for my army. Would you paint my army for say $200? And my brain went ching ching.
Sure. Well, yeah.
How many models could I get for $200?
But see, if you could do the work that helps pay for your hobby, see, then why not?
5 months later.
5 months later.
How long did it take you to do the army?
Somewhere it was a couple of months. In fact, it came down so close to the minute. I remember that the guy wanted to use them at a local tournament we had. And I pulled it all night from our Friday night show. I stayed up all night, no sleep, met him at the comic shop Saturday morning to drop off at opening to drop off his army so that way he could play that day. It came down to the minute.
Wow.
Oh, man.
That is cutting that close.
And looking back on that commission, I still refer to that commission because I look back on it and I'm like, some of these models are so bad. I can't believe I charged someone money for this. But they were happy with it, so.
Because they didn't have to paint it.
That's true.
Yeah, so either way, it's a service. So, Yeah. Alrighty. Well, Greg, I'm going to bounce here now.
All right, man. Thanks for hanging out, May Warm. I
You
appreciate it.
got your 2-hour limit from me. I expect
Yeah.
PayPal later.
Sometimes we do this, and sometimes it lasts a while, and sometimes it don't.
Yeah, see, Mythos, I commission my time.
Good luck to your Chiefs, my brother.
Yeah, man. The
Go ahead.
first quarter
Go
is
ahead,
tied
bud.
right now. So,
Enjoy your game, man. Thanks.
well, do you guys take care?
Yeah, we don't have a choice, do we, Mythos? But to take care.
Well,
I-
you want-
I was about to say I don't. My wife does all the taking care for me.
Well, that's good. It's like you don't want her to come in and beat you up or something.
I tell her all the time she's good to me, and she's like, "Somebody's got to take care of you. You're not going to do it." So I'm like, "You're probably right. You're probably right."
All right, bye, guys.
All right, bye, May Warm. He does some nice stuff. He's a cool
He
guy.
does.
Yeah.
I've always been impressed with his scale models work, but man, seeing how far his miniature wargaming stuff has come in the last few years is amazing.
He does some nice work, man. I've told him several times. I think he do really good stuff, and now that he's relaxed, he'll come on and he'll talk to us. I think he wasn't quite sure about me for a while, but it's okay now.
One of the things that made me really interested in orcs to begin with, before I even had an army of orcs, Brian, just for, he wasn't into miniature wargaming at the time, just for giggles, he had converted a plastic kid's toy of an ice cream truck or something like that, and turned it into an orc kind of battle wagon kind of vehicle.
Oh, wow. So he crafted it himself then, huh?
Yeah. He took the toy and he added all kinds of bits and stuff onto it, to make it look like something had wrecked it, and just like a bunch of panels had been added on to add more armor and stuff like that, and battlefield repairs and stuff like that. And yeah, it totally, by the time he finished building it and painting it, it didn't look like a children's toy anymore. It looked legit, like it was supposed to be an orc wagon.
Well, see, that's the cool stuff with the orc stuff that I've seen is they cobble stuff, right, Mythos? So they cobble things together. So you actually can. I've seen some really cool trucks and stuff people have made. Like your guys were making stuff the one day, and people have a lot of neat stuff that they've done with it.
Agreed. I was that's one of the things I love about the orcs, is because it is kind of in their nature to cobble stuff together. Like, they don't generally, people like with Space Marines, if your colors aren't quite right on something, people will complain.
People will call you out.
Yeah, exactly. But with orcs, they're like, "Oh, you literally made this from trash? Cool."
That's because it's accepted. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, it's just part of the culture for orc players.
Well, all I know is, I don't know a ton about them, but they are cool. And when they grab my Space Marines and start beating on them, they're pretty damaging. They're not very well on shooting anything, but boy, if they get a hold of you, especially a guy that Clint has with a power claw, it's damaging. So I don't know. I think they're kind of cool, kind of like the rednecks of space,
Yeah.
Yeah. They're off on their own thing there, Mythos.
How are your helicopters coming along?
I had to stop the last 2 days since I talked to you, just because son had a baby shower, and then my granddaughter had a birthday party last night. So,
okay.
And then tonight I've got to go over there and eat. Crystal, my daughter, is making homemade venison chili and cornbread. So since it's below zero out here, I may as well get something warm later, right?
Venison chili. That sounds great.
It is. It's fantastic. But yeah, I kind of got stuck on them. But today I dug out my old tanks, my Gale Force 9 tanks, and we went down and did that at the coffee shop and just kind of had fun with that. And then I realized there's a few things there that I wanted to touch up on. And but I got to finish the helicopters up and get them off my table. But you know what I mean? You ever go to try to do something and I don't want to try to do it if I only have 10 or 15 minutes to sit down.
Yep.
Because so I might have small blocks of time, but it's not a block of time that I want to sit down and start something and turn around and get back up. I know if I have to buy any more of the pieces when they go together internally, you have to sand them down. I had to do a ton of filing to get the bodies to fit right. They just didn't want to fit right. So other than that, they should be okay. The rest of it's all built and all painted. So I needed those just because I couldn't. It requires you to have those to bring the other things into battle that I bought. So I'm like, wow, now I have to get these in order to use these that I bought. So
Kind of a list building tax.
yeah, kind of. And that's my fault because I didn't realize you needed those. I just thought, oh, those are cool. I could send them out, as scouts and they could be disposable, but I didn't know that the helicopters flew them in and would drop them off, so there's no way to deploy them without the Hueys. So that's it. I got stuck. Now I got helicopters. I already have helicopters for Team Yankee. I got 4 of the PAW anti-tank helicopters. So that's another fun game. I don't know. I like wargaming in general, whether it's, tanks or Warhammer or on Call of Duty. I like wargaming stuff and just in general.
Man, I haven't played Call of Duty in a hot minute.
It's been a while for me. It's been a couple months. I really haven't bothered.
I didn't get into Warzone just because battle royales aren't my thing. I just don't have, with your traditional Call of Duties, you die, you respawn, you're back in the action, right?
Yes.
But with the battle royales, you die and then you go to the exit lobby and then you got to load into a new game and then you're back in the loading lobby and then you got to jump from the helicopter or whatever again and you get into a new game and
yeah,
it's like it just takes more patience, I guess. And
well, they've deviated it somewhat from when it first came out, so I don't know if I prefer Battlefield, like Battlefield 1 to World War I, just because everything was authentic in it, the weapons, the uniforms, the environment was destructive, the buildings would collapse, structures didn't stay the same, and Call of Duty is either you're running the outside edges or you're running the middle or, but you're structured in your pathways on how you're running through the game. You're not going your own way.
right.
If you got a group of guys to play with or people that want to, communicate, you can do good. But if you're trying to do it by yourself in a lobby, then an Xbox just ain't, I don't know. It just ain't what it was 10 years ago, I guess.
That's fair.
I would rather, if I'm going to do one or the other, spend the time on the miniature stuff. I enjoy putting it together. I enjoy painting it. It makes it more yours. And I like video games, but if I have a preference now, it's more towards the tabletop stuff. So
because I was in the middle of playing Dead by Daylight earlier.
yeah,
And I didn't realize, oh man, I missed the start of Greg's show. So when I realized it was after 4, I jumped on. And so, yeah, I actually quit. I was on a killing spree in Dead by Daylight.
oh, dude, you should. It's all right. I don't get upset if people show up. Sometimes everybody is. Sometimes nobody does. It's a Sunday, man.
Oh,
It's
no,
all
but
good.
I was just saying that to say that's how much I enjoy your show and working on miniatures to your shows, because once I realized you were on, I
Yeah,
was like,
man.
I've got to go visit. I got to go visit Greg.
I appreciate that, Mythos. That means a lot. I'm glad you came and visited me. I don't have to take anxiety pills when you're here. It's just that Keegan guy. So, yeah. Yeah, it's like the other day when I was watching your show Friday night, it says outside it's dark. I'm loading the van. It's below zero. It's freaking cold, and I had the phone in one hand. Trying to listen to you at a baby shower was a little difficult, but I did it. I did it. And
That's awesome.
I just kept it down low and the phone up to my head. And people are like, what are you doing? I'm like, shh, it's a conference call. So they're, oh, okay, didn't mean to bother you. So I was able to get by that way. But then I had to carry the stuff out that my son got and his girlfriend to the van. So that was fun.
I'm gonna have to remember that one next time.
It's a conference call.
Yeah, conference
Yeah.
call.
Well, that makes it more important that way.
Yeah, absolutely.
And a lot of times, there's times I watch your guys' show and I can't comment. You know what I mean? There's just times I'm sitting there watching, but other times, like last night, when I can get involved and say something. Plus, I like to mess with Commodore. He doesn't know if I'm there or not. You know, somebody has to keep on his toes. But yeah, I enjoy your guys' show. It's always a good show. Always fun.
I appreciate that, my brother. I enjoy yours as well.
You guys are almost there, man. You're almost at 1,000.
Yeah, we've been playing the Texas two-step for the last few months, where we'll go up to like 17, and then we'll drop down to 10, and we'll go up to 16, and we'll go to 12. It's no big.
It does that though. YouTube does that. But I think too today, Mythos, people can't hold, like, their attention span is not long term anymore. It's very short term on stuff, and they turn the channel, they turn quite quickly, you know. So
Right.
yeah. So like TikTok, I'm over there. I got, I think, almost 2,800 people there, but the attention span, you know, it's 15, 30, and 60-second clips. Half the time, they're already scrolling past, even if it's a 15-second clip. So the problem with that app is it teaches people to not even finish a 30-second segment before they go to the what's next, and scroll forward.
Yeah. Also, like, it's kind of the nature of the platform. My brother, he used to be a YouTuber called Darklight Dreamer, right?
Okay.
And now he's a Twitch streamer by the same name. And what we found is that just kind of the nature of the platform is a little different. Like, I'll give you an example. In a live stream, typically, if you go AFK on YouTube, you know, to rush to the restroom or something or anything, even if it's in the middle of like a several hour show, usually it's like considered, you know, kind of rude or whatever on YouTube. You know, it's like you're supposed to be here entertaining your audience, you know. However, like the culture over on Twitch is they're like, oh yeah, you've been streaming for a couple hours, go use the restroom or whatever.
Take a break.
By that same token, on YouTube, if the presenter is eating, you know, at the camera and they're chewing and, you know, drinking or whatever, cracking the whips, YouTube, again, that's considered kind of rude to the with the YouTube audience, but on Twitch, it's usually considered a lot more relaxed and whatnot. And I think part of that is that same kind of like, you know, the way in YouTube people are looking for those quick, snappy videos, right? And so it's kind of part of the culture that you should be there entertaining them the whole time, right? Whereas on Twitch, it's got that more relaxed, like, you know, a lot of people are going to leave Twitch videos on for a while, lurking while they're doing other stuff, you know, whether it's painting or playing their own video games or cooking or whatever, you know. And I think it's kind of a culture difference on the platforms.
Wow. I would have to go with that. I would have to go with that. I think it just depends on where you're streaming and what you're doing as to whether or not, I mean, people are going to stop and stay. I don't know. I do know TikTok, it's pretty quick. And I've done some lives there. You might get a lot of people coming by, but you sometimes don't always get people staying and engaging because their mind is, I want to see what's going on with the, you know, next. So that platform it's a little difficult. but it's good for short clips, I guess.
Yeah, and TikToks are very, very good if you're keeping up with what's trendy and you're going to replicate those trends.
Yeah.
But you never know. You might start one of those overnight trend sensations. You might be the next one.
Sure. Unless someone goes, look at this crazy guy I found, Mom. Check him out. Then maybe. Depends if I'm in an extra goofy mood.
Hey, you could be the next viral star.
Viral star. I'd have to be sick, huh? Have a virus. Then I do my live stream. Look, he's doing it virally. Yes, I am virally sick. But it could. I don't know. I guess what I just do, Mythos, is I just get on. I don't really worry about it. Would it be nice? Sure. It was really cool that one night. Mini Warmutt was there. He's like, Greg. And I'm like, I know. I had a couple hundred people in there. But that hasn't replicated since then. So I don't know how the hell I got pushed around like that. But I did. And I got shared a lot is what happened too. But it was just a format of everybody sitting there talking about gaming, and we kept changing it. It wasn't on just one game. So I think that helped with the retention a bit, because just when they get ready to go, I'm going to change, you talk about something else. So then people stay a little. I don't know, but I do know with TikTok in the UK, quite a few of them out there like me. I don't know why, but I get along with the UK people. So. More so than the Americans. And so now one of them is Average War Gamer and the War Gamer 1v1. And so they want me to be on a podcast out there with them. I said, okay, I'll do that with you guys. That's cool, because, it's recognition and it feels
Absolutely
nice. Yeah.
Networking is a big part of what we do.
Yeah. And it was just nice because they came to me, they asked me, and but they forgot that I was in the States. So yesterday they all sent me a message, Greg, we're gonna record the podcast at 11 o'clock. And I said, is that British government mountain time? And he goes, well, yeah. And I said, oh, so like 6-hour difference for me. And he was quiet for a second, goes, aren't you in the UK also? I said, no, I'm in Iowa. He's all, oh, that's right, you're in the States. I'm like, yeah. So what can you do it? It'd be like 5 a.m. I said, I have to log into work at 5 a.m. I said, so how am I going to do a podcast? Well, logged into work. Clint goes, I'll cover for you, Greg. Do it.
Oh, that's cool.
And I was like, all right, I'll do that. And then the one guy's headset broke. So now they've postponed it for later this week. But hopefully it'll be like when my day's off, because I don't care if I got to get up at 2 a.m. or something to do something overseas. That's all right. It's all good.
That's really neat, though. Good networking opportunity.
It was just kind of cool. I mean, I wasn't expecting it. I was just watching the one guy's live stream, and I was like, hey, Gamers and Coffee, you're going to be on our podcast. And I was like, oh, okay.
Twist.
Yeah, I was just watching them. But that's the one thing I like about the hobby, Mythos, more than anything else, is just got to meet a lot of people.
Agreed.
And got to meet a lot of really cool people who were very nice. And I'm sure there's jerks out there. I just haven't run across them yet. But it's all been good. And I appreciate it, man. I appreciate the learning I've gotten, too, because I don't just play one game predominantly. So I've learned a lot from a lot of people, but then I've got to, thankfully, Keegan and Mini Warmutt's dirty minds are gone. So I could use the word expose. So I got to expose other people to, some of the things that we do too, which has worked out nice also.
That is very cool.
Yeah. And I met you guys.
Which I'm thankful for.
Yeah, I appreciate it, man. Your group is fantastic. So his group, Frost and Fist, is cool. If you guys are watching, because I've got more people now watching than when I started. But so you guys should check his channel out and go join it too.
Speaking
if you're not
of which,
already. Yeah.
Feel free to write, before you go live with the messenger group, feel free to put in there and let them know. I'm sure some of the guys we chat with on a regular basis would pop into one of your shows.
Well, I didn't want to like spam, hey, promotion or something. I just like being in the group. And a lot of times they're bringing up stuff I'd like to talk to because it's my fault. I'll sit there and be like this, looking at work. But I don't got much time sometimes between the work I do and the calls. And so, yeah. And it's active, Mythos. Your group is active. Well, we're sitting here talking. Hell Child's posting and, Hell Child's posting and Hell Child's posting. Good grief, he's posting.
Yeah,
So,
he like yourself,
he's
he's
posted
got to
a lot.
work a lot of hours, and
Yeah.
so when he's got time, like when he finally gets a few minutes to post, he gets it all out.
Oh, nice, very nice. Well, you gotta enjoy life a little. I say it all the time because you only get one life. You can go to the store or whatever and get a gallon of milk because you're running out. Where are you gonna go get extra time, Mythos? Where? You can't.
You're
You
right.
can't go buy an extra month of time, and you can't go do this and that. That's why family to me is probably the most important thing I've got, and then trying to enjoy stuff because working all the time is, the companies are companies. You fall over dead, they'll just replace you. What? My dog is wanting attention.
Cute pupper.
Kind of. She just likes to come up and put her head up on your leg and go, pet me, pet me.
My shepherd, when she wants you to pet her,
Yeah.
she'll come up to you and lay down, and she'll do this.
Nah.
She'll make the motion, pet me, and then if you don't do it,
Jesse.
she'll go put her head under your hand.
There you go, Mythos.
Cutie pie.
Well, thank you, but I meant the dog. The dog.
Oh, her too.
Yeah. Look, Jesse, you got a compliment. What are you acting all depressed for? I know. You don't have a fancy gold bowl or anything like that, but she's a good dog. She's good. Doesn't really cause me problems. And has never chewed any of my miniatures, so she's still able to stay here.
I only had to get on to mine one time about that. Heard my wife and I were in bed and just on the edge of sleep, heard her crunching on something. And it was one of the miniatures I was painting as part of a commission.
Oh,
So I had to buy a new model and start over the paint job on it.
Oh, dude, I'm sorry. Oh,
We
that's
came
not
to an
funny,
understanding
but
that day.
damn. Came to a little bit of an understanding. Plastic is bad for you. Yeah. Well, at least you were able to replace the model, right? So it wasn't like from some old collection or something where you.
Oh, goodness.
Yeah.
That would have been awful.
Wouldn't it have been? It'd been bad because that's the one thing I notice these companies do. They'll run with stuff for a while, but then as it starts to really take off, they just cut it. And then you're stuck.
I think one of the marketing strategies that's getting kind of popular at some of these model companies, including, of course, the one that everybody is always, worried about in regards to this, the G-Dubs.
Yeah, they gripe. Yeah.
They'll what they do is they monitor the sales, and as long as it's at an incline, they'll keep selling the model. And then once the sale starts to recede just a little bit, they'll either nerf or stop selling, so that way the rest can clear out of their inventory while it's still somewhat in demand. And by the time it kind of falls out of favor, they don't have a bunch of stock around anymore.
Well, that does make sense. Like this infamous company we talk about, I look at it this way: somebody's got to produce the stuff, right?
Mm-hmm.
And even though people have concerns, they still buy the product, and is it getting more expensive? Yeah. but the models aren't junk. I mean, none of the terrain that I've bought from them has been junk. It's all pretty sturdy. And the book I got with the Indominus box in and of itself was probably worth 60, 70 bucks. I mean, the book was beautifully done, and there's just nothing cheaply done about it. So I don't know. I mean, if I'm going to do this Warhammer, then I'm going to buy the proper stuff for it. It doesn't matter to me that people like want to go buy printed models. That's cool. But I'm just one of those people. I'm just going to, I'll get the box. I'll do it with what comes with it. And I go from there. And then you could add, I guess, to it. But I don't really need to add any more figures. I want to get a Dreadnought, and I want to get one tank. And
which tank are you looking at?
Well, some of the newer ones, the one that was just released with the Indominus box, a smaller tank, and I cannot remember the name. And
the Gladiator?
I think that's it. It was a smaller, faster one. And Clint brought up a few. So I'm just trying to look for a good, just so I can have it with the Army. I don't have to have bunches of them, but just get, an extra one.
That's cool.
Just to have one, just to kind of top it off. That and the Dreadnought. The Dreadnought, the Redemptor that Clinton had really, really destroyed me. So I got a little bit of respect for them.
Redemptors are really good.
Yeah. And like I said, that quad, I think it's got 8 wounds. I mean, it's not like you can kill it easily, but still, it pretty much wiped it out. Now, the Tau, this cannon thing, that's intriguing to me. And I don't know much about the whole history and all that, but when you guys said it could take out a knight, and I was listening to you, I'm like, I can see why people would be concerned about that, because I don't have the money to buy one of these knights. I'm looking at that going, oof, if that's a possibility, then how do you escape destruction with that, man?
I don't have any answers for you.
Yeah, I know. So it'd be interesting. I'm going to have to see if I can watch some games with that, because I'm not familiar with the lore on that army. So as much as I should be. And that's the other thing, trying to find time to watch some of these lore videos. There's some beautifully done ones out there. Like I watched the one on the Necrons, the Space Marines and stuff, but some of these guys have put a lot of effort and work into that. So I think that's kind of cool too in the community.
Oh yeah. One of the ones I like is something called One Mind Syndicate. Because they do
Syndicate.
Yeah, they do like nice little like bite-sized lore videos that are like perfect for driving to work or something like that. It'll be like you can take some of your favorite factions, or in some cases even some of your favorite characters, and they'll like, let's see, somebody from your Ultramarines might be Marneus Calgar, and they'll be like, here are 40 facts about Marneus Calgar.
Oh wow. So individually on the characters, they can give you backgrounds too. Huh?
Yeah, characters, armies. They've got just a bunch of videos, but they're bite size. They don't have to feel like you're committing to learning the whole army at once.
But that's a good way to absorb it.
Yeah.
Hello, Brian. Brian says hello, Mythos from World War II.
Hey, Brian.
We're glad you showed up, Brian. I thought maybe you got lost. Yeah, so I'll have to check. What did you say? It was Syndicate, Last Mind Syndicate. I'm going to write it down.
One Mind Syndicate.
One Mind.
Yeah, I can send you a link after the show.
Oh, cool. Yeah, because sometimes I'll go, oh, yeah, I'm going to do that. Then I forget, because I got a lot on my mind and a lot of stuff going on. And
they do that kind of documentary style, and then there's another channel if you like storytelling style. There's one called Voldemort, and Voldemort does the full like gets into character, and he's like doing like an epic storytelling, and sometimes he even does he's got a very dramatic voice for like a dramatic reading of something. And like I said, he really gets into character, and so a lot of people like his storytelling style, which is great. But it's usually a longer format, and you've got your two ways of thinking about it. If you want bite-sized chunks of lore, I would go the One Mind Syndicate route, and if you want a full immersive narrative experience, I would go the Voldemort's route.
Probably the bite size for right now.
I think it's easier as a starting point to hop into one of those.
Yeah. And Brian says he just finished making a dust battle report. All right, Brian, I know after dinner I'll probably watch it, sir. Take a look since you just put it up. How's your night going? At least he's hanging out there. That's cool.
Oh, yeah. I figured it would be something like that. Usually if he's not here with you on a Sunday, he's playing a game with his lovely lady.
Or the neighbors turned him in. I know you can hear me, Brian. That's okay. You got to have somebody that stirs the pot, I guess, At least we could all bounce off each other, so that's good.
I thought Brian was usually the one stirring the pot.
Uh-huh. We call him pot stirring, Brian.
That's why his wife won't let him talk to the neighbors anymore.
Yeah.
That was a fun story. I'm glad they shared that one.
It was, wasn't it? He goes, "You'll see how lovely she was when we uploaded it." Okay. Okay, Brian. Okay, then. We shall see, sir. We shall. At least you got the report done, man. Those are fun to do. That's the one thing I got to do too, Mythos. I do the live stream from the phone on the game today, but then YouTube always lists it as private. So then I got to wait for it to process. Then I got to go back into my account and then list it as public, so that it can then put it out for the public, which I don't understand why it just won't make it public.
I don't know. That's weird.
Unless it's coming off my cell phone, maybe. I don't know. But it does it every single time I do that, so. One of these days, Brian's going to get hit with the frying pan live on the show. We're going to record that.
Man, hanging out with you here, I've almost got this one soldier done. I just got to do the power effect on his blade, the basing, and the part that'll probably take the longest, the edge highlighting. But other than that, I think this guy's mostly done.
Nice. Can you show him off?
Sure.
Because I...
Focus.
Ooh, I like that. That purple on the sword. That offsets the... That's nice, Mythos.
Thank you very much.
That's hella good. The one thing I don't know how to do is the power effect on the swords. And I've seen a couple of videos, but I really need to sit down and try to do the effect myself. That's the one thing I have not able to do yet.
I will see what I can do. See if I can do anything helpful for you.
Yeah, I'll have to try to do that. What? And Brian? Birds. Oh. Okay, then. We'll have to do that. Mel has a cool sense of humor. I think she has to, though, to live with Brian. They're good people, though. There's nobody that I don't like so far. So far, everybody I've run across has been pretty cool. Very nice.
I've had very little problems with anyone in this hobby. This is a very, very nice community. Except for the guy who told me about my comb over the other day.
Mini Wormut does. You know that line where they go, "We're drawing the line in the sand." Mini Wormut, he'll just put his foot over and go back like it wasn't me. Wasn't me. But he stepped the line. Yep. It's okay. I'm telling you, Mythos, I'm not joking. I think he was a little leery, but then once we got him used to us, he's okay now. He's good. He follows us now pretty much everywhere, which is cool. But he does a lot of neat stuff too, so you can learn from him.
Yeah, he does. Yeah, he's. I like that he brings that wealth of knowledge from his time, doing scale models, into what he does now. And you can see, it's a nice mix of his skills.
Yeah. That's what I said. That's what I should do. When I say I should come out there and visit you guys, like I'm not joking. I should just go out there and
Yeah, that
visit
would be
you
great.
guys and say hi. Just don't tell Freak. You'd be like, the guy showed up. Yeah, he did. How'd you get here, Greg? Well, it was a little uncomfortable. I had to hide in the luggage area of the bus. You got bumpy down there. Oh goodness, I don't know. Yeah, it's not too far there, Brian. Really, I'm not very far from any of you guys if I drive. I look at things like this. If you can work a 12-hour shift, you can drive 12 hours, right? And stop. Technically.
I was going to say, not me. I am a stopper. Because I get some pretty bad highway hypnosis if I let it get to me, and so I stop to constantly move around and whatnot.
Catherine Tasker. No, ma'am. It's just a Texas. That's my son's girlfriend. My soon-to-be daughter-in-law, right, Katie? She's like, you're not going to leave us. Just going to go to South Dakota. There was a couple of jobs overseas I was going to take, a little bit of money, a little bit of skill from the past, a couple grand a month. And they're all, no, you can't do that. I'm like, well, why not? Just a couple months. And nobody wants me to go meet those. And I'm like, it's a couple months. That's some money. Besides, I need it if I'm going to start another faction, right? So
it's true. But it's good to have people that love you.
Yeah, it is. Brian says we're going to go to Salt Lake City to host a game, but I don't think they want us. It's rough being weird. Yeah, Brian, I can see you fitting in Salt Lake City. Go ahead. And be as weird and obnoxious as you want when you're out there.
I'm not that familiar with Salt Lake City. Are they not on board with the weird World War train?
No, probably not. Oh, Mythos, look at the screen. Look what my daughter-in-law is going to do. Look at this. Getting paint for miniatures. See, this infection I'm trying to spread to them.
That's awesome.
So I told her I'll bring her some paint. She wants to paint his tanks because he's got some Britons and the British tanks. And I was like, okay. But I forgot to take the paint. So now I'm proud of you, Katie. I actually thought enough to ask to come over and get the paints. Damn. I'm happy.
But now you definitely can't leave.
Yeah. But, sometimes you just want to free your mind a little and get away. But, Jesse, that's why you take off and run once in a while. Plus, Mythos, is it really a vacation if you're visiting a neighbor's house while they're gone on vacation and you leave the day before they come back? It's not really a vacation. Where'd our food go?
It's a staycation, a stay next door vacation.
We're going to stake it out. D, are Mormons into painting and gaming? I don't know, D. I probably not a game like Warhammer. I don't know. Brian's all, hell yeah there. Brian, you just go. All right, get some bail money, and me and Mythos will give you a phone number. We won't answer if you're calling to get out of jail, but we'll give you our numbers, and, just go see what's going on. Yeah, big families is right, Brian. Them families out there There's some big families, which is nice. They're close. I mean, I wouldn't mess with any of them. They care about their families. It would be funny to see them go, though. Oh, again, Katie. Come here, Jesse. Come here. You're being requested. Come on. Up. There you go. There. There's her face. Ugh.
Is this one of those situations where you got to show that the hostage is still okay?
Yeah, the dog is okay. I didn't really sell her. She's good. Yeah, Brian, you're right. You would have a whole gaming. Well, you'd have a game con, yeah. Families that play together stay together, right, Mythos? Somewhat.
Yes.
Depends if they're both on the same page and willing to spend money. If not, then you never know.
Like Lily plays video games with me, and I tried to get her into tabletop. It just didn't appeal to her when when I tried to get her in.
Yeah.
But she tried for a while. She collected Necrons and stuff like that. But the painting, she used to hyper focus with the painting, and then she, felt tension in like her neck and shoulder area.
Oh yeah.
Kind of stooping over the miniatures, and then the tabletop aspect just didn't interest her. So, but we play video games together.
Well, there you go. That's cool. At least you got something there.
Mm-hmm.
If you're gonna paint, I'm not an expert painter, but I just learned relax, do the best you can. If you mess up its paint, you can correct it. Sometimes sucks to mess up, but the worst part I found is turning around and knocking over like the washes and the lids up, and there goes your wash all over your desk. And it runs really quick,
Oh yeah.
before you can pick it up. Other
That
than
was
that, I don't know.
that piece of advice right there. Something I wish that I had understood much, much earlier in painting, because I used to get so, and I used to have like real bad anger problems, and I used to get so mad at myself for making stray marks while painting, until one day I was watching some YouTube tutorials where they didn't cut out the parts where they had stray marks and stuff like that. And they were like, yeah, if you miss a stroke like that or whatever, just go back with this color and touch it up, and you can clean up those lines. And I'm like, why didn't I ever think of? I used to get so mad at myself for making misstrokes. It's just, no, it is kind of easy to go back and clean it up.
It actually is. I mean, you can do it. The key is to not get upset. You know what got me the most irritated was getting the decals to transfer over.
Sorry.
And not, because some of them, for some reason, I don't know if you've had this problem, but some sheets, the decals slide off real easy, right?
Mm-hmm.
Other sheets, they do not want to come off, and you try to pull off and then it tears. Or, especially on the Space Marines, because it's a square decal, trying to conform it to that rounded shoulder pad, that's where this decal softener came in really good.
Yeah.
This little micro set, this stuff works great.
Yeah.
And
that's awesome.
Yeah, without using that, that's what was more. I was trying to be too over precise, so I had to back off a little bit on it, and just. I've tried that, Brian, soaking them longer. So here's what works for me. I don't know if it's weird or not. So I just get like a little bottle cap. I'll run a tap water till it gets hot, and I'll fill it up, and then I'll take the tweezers. I'll hold it in the hot water. Boom! You only got to count to about maybe 15 or 20. That thing will slide right off most of the time because the water is warm. But otherwise, some of them still want to tear. And yeah, Brian, that stuff it's a lifesaver for crap. I think I only paid like $8 for both of those together, and it has been a huge help with putting the decals on. Because I mean, I guess you don't have to, but then it just doesn't look proper. Like it starts annoying me. Like I gotta put the decals on.
Yeah, my early work, I didn't do any decals. And I think part of that's because like a lot of my first Space Wolves army was secondhand. My local game store used to have a secondhand section. And so a lot of my early models were secondhand. And so I'd never had any decals. But then, I don't know, when I came back to Space Marines after painting up my AdMech, I started putting on the decals. And I'm like, oh, they just look too good with these decals to not do it.
Yeah, that's true. It does. I mean, you don't have to have them. You don't have to paint anything, but it sure makes a difference to me, anyways, on a lot of stuff. So, Brian, some of these, I don't know. Like he said, the older they are, the harder it is. Like that's like from 95 Orc decal. And so these are 22 years old. They're back from 2000, still on a sheet.
Oh, that just hurt me.
Huh? They're all Orc decals. You can have some of these Mythos if you want.
Oh, I thought you said old decals from 2000. I was like, oh.
They are. They're Orc
decals
from 2000. Right there.
That's not so long ago. Okay.
Oh, I see what you're saying. Yeah, you're right. From yesteryear. No, wait.
There you go.
Something like that. But those are in that box with all those ones that Ashley got from for free there. And something I got to do something with them too because there's sets of them in there. Game shops need to be like comic books shops and buy old collections and resell them. These are just something that we ran across, and a couple of them figures are from like 88, 90, 92. I don't want to resell them, kind of. I could. I looked at eBay. I was like, there's some money sitting there per piece, but then what's the chance of coming across 25-year-old Warhammer stuff, you know? Oh, Brian still has original 80s Warhammer decals. They still work well. Yeah, they still work. Cool.
That was a chunkier edge highlight than I wanted. I vowed a long time ago that I wasn't going to do any edge highlights for my own stuff, only for commissions. I used to say a dry brush will do just as well for my own stuff. When did I change? You
didn't change, sir. You leveled up.
Do I got a shot of my bits box? Kind of. I have, well, I guess it's not my show, so, you know. But, like, this whole box of,
oh, crap.
This whole drawer here is all sprues and bits. As well as here are some that I packaged into different little baggies for different projects, or sometimes they came pre-bagged when I buy up random lots off of eBay. And some of them are stuff like I don't actually have a need for. It's just I saw the bits lot on eBay, and I was just like, hey, I might need those for conversions in the future. And then kind of the same thing going on here. But then I also have a couple of box sets and stuff like that I'm working through. So
he says Orc players always have a good bits box. Damn, that was nice. Thanks, Mythos, for sure. And
Oh, my pleasure. Sorry to get the motion kind of sick thing going on.
Yeah, no, it's all right. It doesn't autofocus on the camera. Oh.
Hey, they're gorgeous.
Hey there, sweetheart.
Oh, damn! I thought he gave me a compliment, Brian. Oh, hey, Mythos. I'm not keeping you from anything, am I?
I don't know. He says he's not keeping me from anything, is he?
You
You want to do dinner soon? Oh, it is 7. Holy Jesus.
Yeah.
We should probably do dinner fairly soon.
Yeah, we should
Oh,
do dinner.
why don't you do that, man? I mean, it's interesting because since you've been on Mythos, the more and more people have joined.
Oh, really?
So, well, yeah, it's down.
Oh, wow.
It's back up. It was down, but and Brian, get out. Yeah, he's got to get grub too. Yeah, we can go
You
ahead.
don't need to log off right away. Just
Oh, he's about to call him.
Oh,
It's all right.
Yeah.
Tell her it's okay. I can call. I've been on here 3 hours. It's okay. I got to get food too. Somewhere.
Got to get some of that delicious venison chili.
Yeah. Yes.
Leave,
Sir.
leave a review in the chat. I want to hear about this venison chili.
Okay, I will do that. And Brian says, "Good to see you, Mythos. Stay
Good to
warm,
see you
Greg."
too, bro.
I will till I walk outside. Yeah. But that's all right. And thank you, whoever's there. There's quite a few people out there. We appreciate it. So thanks for putting up with us. Mythos, awesome that you were here, sir.
Great hanging out with you, brother.
Yeah, it was nice, man. Tell your wife thank you. I appreciate her letting you spend some time with me. Seriously.
We'll do, brother.
You guys have a good night then, Mythos.
We'll do, brother.
All right, bye. All right, you guys, have a good night. Katie, I will give you a call in a minute. Hold on.